So Russia, China, and Iran walk into a bar tonight on Embers of Liberty.
Welcome to Embers of Liberty.
Our country is strong. A great people has been moved to defend a great nation. Terrorist attacks can shake the foundations of our biggest buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of America.
In the
These acts
councils
shatter
of government,
steel,
we must guard
but they
against
cannot dent
the
the steel.
acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
Inherently and historically oppose the secret society.
We, as
secret oath,
Americans, have the capacity now, as we've had in
we
the
decided
past,
long ago
to do
the
whatever
dangers
needs
of
to be done
excessive and unwarranted
to
concealment
preserve this last
Certain
and
facts
greatest bastion of
far
freedom.
outweigh the dangers
In this
which
present
are cited to
crisis,
justify it.
government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem.
Welcome back to Embers of Liberty, where Joe doesn't know how to keep his hands off of things. You want to turn that off?
Damn it, Joe.
You are just on top of everything tonight, my man.
I'll be on top of you later.
You ain't gonna be on top of shit later. That's how you get stabbed. Where's my knife? Cody, I know what you're doing. Stop. I don't need it.
I mean, you might.
Well, we're back.
Imagine if you did.
It's been another gloriously slow week in the world of political news. And, yeah.
Russia's still on the porch of Ukraine.
Get off my porch! Come on, it is my porch. So anyway, Joe, how was your week?
Stupid.
You mean,
Stupid.
Yes.
Started out thinking I only had to go to school Monday. Turns out, no, they're like, oh no, we got things for you to do the rest of the week. So I had work planned originally for the rest of the week. Then I had to go to school, so I had to abandon those work plans. And then had them scheduled for later in the week. What happened later in the week? It rained. Mm-hmm. And I got sick. So no, it's not been
you
a
got
good
the
week.
Rona?
No.
So you're not sick, is what you're saying.
Yeah, you can't be regular sick, dude.
No, I'm just having trouble breathing.
I don't know what you're...
That's it's not
Well, that sounds like
necessary
Rona to me.
life. It's not a necessary part of life. It's fine. Rub some dirt on it.
Sounds an awful lot like the Rona. So your week was garbage. Lonnie, how was your week? Lonnie's with us again.
Yeah.
Yay!
Lonnie.
No, it was fine. I mean, nothing really to speak on. I mean, it was just a normal week.
Nothing to write home about.
No.
Cody?
Well, my truck's still broke,
Well, yeah.
so I'm still catching rides. Kind of sucks. Let's see, what else happened? Oh,
Immediately
had a
broke
cool-
when gas is expensive.
Right? It's amazing. Diesel's like $17 a gallon.
It's not that high, Cody.
And
You're making that up.
Doesn't matter. It's outrageous. So I don't.
Disgraceful.
I hate you. However, I did have a highlight today. Which,
Don't be a dick.
I hate everybody here. Which I texted all of y'all. I won't say his name for security purposes, for whatever. But I had a customer come in. He's like, "Yeah, so I just accepted a job in Ukraine. I'm going to be flying these drones and fucking up Russians." I was like, "All right, well, go you, fella."
Sounds
a
like
highlight
a
of mine.
plan to me.
Justin, how was your week?
It's pretty good.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick.
It's my new favorite button.
Well, that's natural for me, so it's hard for me not to.
That's fair. I mean, have you met us? would be the appropriate question here. I don't know why, but the internet's still slow on my computer.
Told you it was
Doesn't
your
that hate
computer.
you?
Dude, I don't get it. Like,
The
anyway,
camera's glitchy.
So we need a new camera.
yes, it is. That is a new camera.
No, like we need the camera that he was talking about.
$64 at Walmart. That's way better.
Go to that software.
OBS,
Yes.
that one.
You know the thing.
And click on the full screen.
You know the thing.
over there, and then click on the camera, then deactivate. No. There's a deactivate button up there. Like
Click on the camera.
and then right up to your left. Down.
Down.
Right.
Down.
Right there.
Right. Yep. And reactivate it.
All right.
Nope. Still doing it.
all
It's
right,
fine.
We'll just deal with it.
Nobody cares.
Don't be a dick.
So, yeah, I mean, my week was pretty standard week. Changed my oil yesterday.
Man.
Had some ramen. I had authentic ramen for the first time ever. And man, let me tell you, I did not think bamboo shoot would be tasty,
Chef's
but
kiss?
it is. Chef's kiss. Yeah, me and my friend Kason from work went and got ramen Friday, followed by a giant crepe from a place next door to the ramen shop called O Crepe.
Did they have
That's
some-
funny.
Did you get
Very funny.
the cone?
Yes.
Like load that thing down?
Yeah, dude. Banana and Nutella with something
stacked-
crispy,
stacked.
and there was something crispy in it, and I'm there for it. Like, it was so good. I mean, and the thing is like ramen is a lot of food for not a lot of money.
Mostly broth.
I mean, it's mostly broth, but there's a good chunk of noodle in it.
But I mean, it's
two
hearty broth.
There was 2 big pieces of pork belly in it, a soft boiled egg, some seaweed.
Protein powerhouse.
Yeah, dude, it was freaking great too. It was awesome, full of carbs and protein.
Now, here's the real question. Authentic ramen, traditional Japanese dish, did you slurp?
Yeah. You can't not slurp.
You can't. It's disrespectful.
Lonnie, we have a comment.
Gloria, are you a bot? Or are you actually in our chat?
What does that say?
It says, to achieve world government, it is necessary to remove from the minds of men their individualism, loyalty to their family traditions, national patriotism, and religious dogmas. Brock Adams.
Yeah, that sounds like a real quote.
That sounds legit.
It's just, is she supporting that, or is she saying that's what this dude's saying and he's a dick?
Probably the latter. I mean, if you look at anything to do with our podcast, it most definitely screams, we're not liberal.
Our camera does need to come up, though, I believe. People can't see your mohawk.
Yep, nobody can see the Freedom Hawk.
Freedom Hawk.
Need to give it a little tilt.
Do the thing. Oh, you know the
You know the thing.
Got the one you gotta literally have a button for that.
Go, you know the thing.
That one.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to do my eyes.
Well, actually, it would be easier if you
That'd
pulled
probably
up
be it right
OBS because that's on a delay. We're just full of not preparedness tonight.
That's actually probably pretty good right there.
Up a little more. And then a little bit more towards Joe. Yeah.
Bingo.
Maybe a little bit more back towards me.
Yeah, a little bit more back towards Justin.
Perfect. Chef's kiss. We like it. Good job, Lonnie.
What I'm here for.
We need that button, too.
I mean, we could literally just record ourselves doing that and make it a button. Like all 4 of us in unison. 3, 2, 1. Go!
Cody didn't do it.
No, sorry, I was zoned out.
Oh my God.
Screwed the pooch on
We
that
also
one.
need to need to have we need to just make a button where you say, like, you know what that is? Or you know what they can go do? And you'd be like,
Fuck you.
yeah, and eat a dick.
Thank you, Joe.
Then we need that button.
Yeah, that would be That would be clutch. Except for then we'd talk over it because we always talk over the button sounds. So,
Except I don't think we talk over gay.
gay.
You definitely.
All right, let's try this unison thing again. Cody, get off your phone.
I'm sharing to more people.
No, get off your
Sorry.
phone for 2 seconds.
All right.
All right, 3,
Viewers.
2, 1.
Gay!
Perfect. Yeah,
That
we
was very
can.
harmonic.
We can. Oh shit! I didn't hit the record button.
Oh well. Guess we're doing it the hard way.
Failure.
Smell like failure.
I'll take part
Probably
blame
all
in
the
that.
technical difficulties we had.
No, because he was
Yeah.
obsessed with his computer.
Well, no, because
Which was
we
a
did have a
technical
bunch of
difficulty.
technical difficulties.
Yeah, do you not remember the laundry list of things that we had wrong?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mouse didn't work. Joe was being a bitch.
Yeah. Where's the mouse?
Then the internet didn't work because Joe was being a bitch. Joe's sick, probably because he's being a bitch.
He's also eating chips in between cutscenes.
Because he's being a bitch. A hungry bitch, but a bitch nonetheless.
Hey, when
Nobody
you're sick,
really
you
needs
get
a hungry
you get
bitch, to
hungry
be
at
fair.
random times.
All right, it is time for rapid fire headlines. So today we have Representative Don Young, the Alaskan Republican and Dean of the House, has passed away at the age of 88.
R.I.P. Big man.
Sad day. He was the only representative from Alaska.
You know what we also need on the rapid fire headlines? We need like a gun going.
Yeah. The Russian cosmonauts entered the ISS wearing yellow and blue.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder what that was all about. Maybe it was a statement. Who knows?
Too bad when they come back to the
I know that
mother,
Russia has
they're
threatened to not
dead.
bring back the United States.
No, they said that they weren't going to abandon the astronaut up there. They already came out and said that. So, federal judge rules Kim Davis violated rights when she refused to marry same-sex couples in 2015. Again, this is one of those things as libertarians where
Should be up to the government.
it's not up to the government. So I fully support the fact that they said that Kim Davis violated rights.
Well, hold on. No, that's kind of a gray area.
No. It's not a gray area.
No, because somebody should not be made to violate their virtues and values, but
if
also
you have an issue marrying certain people, you
shouldn't be
should
in that
not be
position.
in a job where you have to marry people.
right. I mean, I agree.
Therefore,
At the same,
I
but at the
agree.
same time, when she probably got that job, though, it was only heterosexual individuals, which didn't go against her. You see what I'm saying?
Don't be a dick. Side on this, honestly.
I mean, I see Joe's side on it, but at the same time, if
I'm not saying she should be taken to court over it. I think.
Well, I mean, she was
that-
already taken to court over it.
She should have been
so-
given the option of, hey, you can step down, or you've got to do this.
Well, so my view on it is that you shouldn't have been in a position where you were marrying people to begin with if you're going to use your religious beliefs as a reason to not marry individuals. And secondly, it's whatever. Let's see. South Carolina can now carry out firing squad executions, and I am here for it.
So let's just for the heck of it, let's contemplate.
We'll dive into that in a minute. Because that's one that I do actually want to talk about.
Yes. Have my attention now.
Justin woke up today and said, I choose violence.
I do choose violence. And let's see. I had 5 pulled up, and now I don't know. The final headline that I'm going to read off is Russia seems to have a very bad army, and that's not good for Ukrainian civilians.
Wait, what?
Russia seems to have a very bad army, and that's not good for Ukrainian citizens.
Yeah, they have to fight people who are unarmed.
Oh, that's true.
And still lose.
And still get their shit kicked.
I mean, I wouldn't feel too bad about it 'cause if you're there. You're there fighting for Russia. Ain't my problem if you don't have a gun.
Bobby Putin.
Because civilians don't have to abide by the
Geneva Convention.
Geneva Convention.
Nope. They sure as fuck don't.
And sure as hell shouldn't.
Nope. So, anyway, with that...
Hold on.
No, stop. With that, let's talk freedom things.
So, how funny would it be if, like, since you don't have to abide by the Geneva Convention, you capture some Russian soldiers, make them dress up in, like, some BDSM gear, and, like, make them, like, dog crawl down the street while you're, like, whipping them.
First off, that sounds funny as fuck, and I'm here for it.
I would do it.
Yet again, violence.
I woke up
Violence is
this
your
morning
friend.
and I chose violence.
You know what I would do? I would capture some of them. I would make me a plank. Remember, like, the Persian?
Hold on. I think that
Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, Representative D. Twitch.
would have a problem with all of this.
I don't care. But I would make me a plank. You remember, like, the Persian king in 300? Where, like, the people carried him up on that, like,
Yes.
that plank with his, you know...
I would make them carry me around like that.
Yes.
Absolutely. 1,000%. So, there's that. But,
On a throne made out of Russian vodka bottles.
fuck yes. I don't know where you came up with this whole idea, but
Direction how I thought the was going to go.
you son of a bitch, I'm in. Let's book a plane to Ukraine.
It's like, well, us Americans will show you how it's done.
I'm here to fuck shit up.
That's right. That's pretty much it.
So what's going on over there in the chat? Because I don't have it pulled
So,
up.
The
Ian,
Boyke is saying, long story short, violence, I'm here for it. That's what should have been the name of the episode. Violence, I'm here for it.
Meh.
we didn't really dive into Justin's psyche before it started, so
No, we were too busy bitching at you about everything.
yeah. Internet,
Still
mouse,
violence.
Internet,
you, in general.
eating,
Food,
being
Life.
you,
Coughing.
coughing,
internet.
having the Rona.
I don't have the Rona.
You can't be regular sick anymore, Joe.
Not possible.
You know this.
Why you
Fauci
say, like, I'm
told
not
you
sick,
that.
I'm just coughing. And I have, respiratory issues and
Which is the Rona.
sinus issues.
Rona.
You act like we live in springtime Alabama or something.
I mean, exactly. It's not like the Bradford pears are blooming.
How about Cody? That's a good one. He is the scapegoat.
Fuck you, in. That's the first one tonight.
You keep
Is
track
it?
of
No,
it
no,
tonight?
that's the second
not.
one.
Is it?
What,
Yeah.
fucks?
Yeah, because
I heard.
No, there's been like 15 at minimum.
All right, well, I don't know where the fuck
You're
I was
fired.
for all that.
on your phone.
Yeah, you've
That's-
been on your
that's-
phone quite a bit
That's
tonight.
accurate. But we have people in chat because of it.
I'm serious. Like I couldn't just sit by and like not have fun with some Russian soldiers.
So Kyler says I always blame Cody.
That's right.
I agree. I
does.
also
He does
always
always blame
blame
me.
Cody.
I think everyone
Except-
always blames Cody.
When we have a chance to blame Joe.
Yes, then it's always Joe's fault.
Yeah,
Every time.
definitely Joe's fault.
So,
Except for when y'all come here at the end of the at the collapse and I'm the one feeding y'all.
first off,
And the food's not cooked right, and we blame Joe.
That coming.
we're all going to die of food poisoning. So there's that.
He's like, yeah, check out
If
this.
you don't die of radiation poisoning first, you know why?
Don't
Joe.
don't say it.
Because the mushroom
Don't-
cometh.
Oh, it's so violent.
That is a very violent sound clip. I kind of fucked it up whenever I was trying to get it louder because it was super quiet at
Push
first.
the sound and then just straight distortion.
Yeah, I boosted the sound and then it was just like. So
So
Not as bad as what.
firing squads.
yeah, I want to talk about firing squads.
So the
So-
South
Yes.
Carolina Department of Corrections said Friday that it can now carry out executions by firing squad in the state should death row inmates choose the method. Fuck yes, shoot me. The department informed State Attorney General Alan Wilson on Friday that it had completed the renovations on the death chamber at the Broad River Correctional Institution.
Wait, pause. You said death chamber.
Yes, death chamber.
Yes, death chamber. Where they kill people.
Good with it. You know what's
And had established protocols
Death
making
race.
it able to conduct such executions. Cody, could you shut up while I'm trying to read an article? Holy shit.
Oh man, now I see how they're gonna do it. Dang it!
That's what
What is this?
It's so unexciting.
Kind of like you in bed.
Actually, I'm like Barry White. Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? Okay, so the department on Friday detailed the room setup and protocols for how a firing squad execution would be carried out, noting that an inmate would be strapped into a chair with a hood placed over the person's head. A member of the execution team would place a small aim over the person's heart. According to the release, the rifles used by the 3-member firing squad will not be visible to witnesses, the department said. Okay, this is bullshit.
Yep.
I want to be out in the yard, duct taped to a wall.
30 guys lined up in a straight line.
Yeah, I want like 50 dudes shooting me. This is bullshit.
It's like, cause these dudes better make sure they get me the first time.
3 people?
I don't like those odds.
I don't either.
So what if
You
all
ever heard
3 of them
50
miss
Cent?
you?
Dude
If
got
all
shot
3
9
of them,
times and survived.
if all 3 of them miss you, would it be double jeopardy?
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh. Well, they better not have AKs.
Do you get to go home?
Valid question.
I'll take my chances.
I mean, isn't that how it worked back,
So,
back in the
that's...
day with hanging? Like, if you hung for a certain period of time,
Wait,
if
hold
you
up.
somehow survived?
Members of the firing squad must meet certain qualifications and are volunteer department employees, according to the release.
I'm moving to South Carolina. Fuck it.
Wait, so when they say volunteer department employees, does it mean like it's your will to work, or volunteer as in you are not getting paid? You want to show up and kill people?
Yes, that one.
I don't know,
Here for it.
and I'm not sure that I want to know.
I'm here for it. I will move to South Carolina. I will sacrifice for the
Well,
team to find out.
So here's a good question. So if you're saying volunteer, like, can they technically pay someone to execute someone? Is that
Yeah,
something
CIA
that
does
they...
it all the time.
So does Hillary Clinton.
And
Shit.
this one got pulled from false.
Wait a
that's-
second.
That's what I'm curious about. So
I just got a suicide request from Hillary Clinton. What
Hey,
the fuck?
your house tomorrow, 5 o'clock sharp.
There are only 35 men though on death row in South Carolina.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
that's actually an interesting thing. I'm actually kind of curious about that. So, like, people who carry out lethal injection and stuff now, I wonder if they have to volunteer. Obviously, it has to be a medical person, but I wonder if they have to volunteer or if they can actually be paid for it, or if it is some sort of a guideline that people who carry out executions can be paid or not.
what's that famous line from that that movie that had Gerard Butler in it where he fucking went on a rampage?
Mess around and find out. No, I'm just, no.
Oh yeah, that would be a law-abiding
Law-abiding
citizen,
citizen.
where he says can't fight fate. Also, I rather enjoy the fact that he got his revenge on those 2 guys the way he did.
So, wouldn't it be a lot easier though if you just shot the dude in the head?
Even then, sometimes they survive.
If you have 3 dudes shooting a dude in the head and he still survives,
I mean, you're talking like a smaller target. I don't know.
like just use a shotgun.
Oh God!
The further away you are, the more shit you hit. I like it.
You know what?
No, like literally, just have a machine that just sits right there in his face. Before you pull the cover over his face, he gets to see the barrel just pointing
Okay.
right there in his face.
Okay, here's my thing. If you've got 35 people on death row, cordon off a patch of woods,
Oh yes,
put them all in there. Hunger Games.
and people pay to come
Hunger
in there and
Games.
hunt them.
Winner gets to leave a free man.
They actually made a movie that's like that.
Yeah, I know.
Condemned.
Yep.
I mean, that's kind of like Death Race, but
That's what I said. Next up, Death
Yeah.
Race.
They also
Now.
there was also
gamer.
Gamer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gamer was like that, except for it was
Also Gerard
The
Butler.
only
person
bad thing is though
controlling
is
them.
like you would probably have the same kind of corruption as you would in gamer. Like, oh hey, this sniper just got out of the military and he's really freaking good. Hey, he slapped his dog, putting him in jail. Yeah,
Yeah.
top notch dude. Pay per view tonight.
So, anyway, it's interesting though that this is something that they're going for.
Kyler says that idea is way better than taxes.
That idea is way better than taxes.
Okay. So for the people watching, is there a reason behind why they decided to roll that into something that they would do?
What, the firing squad?
Yeah.
Because
is there a purpose behind
they
it?
were having trouble getting lethal injection
Thanks,
serum.
Joe Biden. One good thing.
Wonder why that was. Probably supply chain issues. Or the lethal injection serums were made in China.
Or conspiracy.
But we can all
So
just
lethal
agree.
the COVID vaccine is just a watered down version of lethal injection drugs.
Congratulations. Now our episode is going to get removed because you said some stupid shit.
We're fucking well past that. Getting suicided with Hillary
Yeah,
Clinton.
You said Hillary Clinton. Stupid. You said Hillary.
You can't talk about the COVID vaccine like that without them flagging your episode.
Hopefully it won't.
That's fucked.
Motherfucker.
Viewers,
Now I'm going to have to file an appeal.
listen, viewers, I'm sorry. Justin and Joe are having marital problems.
Smell like failure.
You shouldn't have to deal with this. My apologies.
Cody, shut the fuck up.
And Cody did not eat his dinner, and Justin's not happy about it. So Cody gets no dessert.
First off, Cody doesn't need any dessert.
Jesus.
I mean, in fairness, none of us do.
Emotional damage.
First off, I've been working out.
Can't tell it.
Yeah, you can.
Shit.
Actually.
Oh, it's a big clusterfuck tonight.
Yeah, it is. But, so one of the guys at work actually watches the show, and he was like, you can tell that you guys have all been friends for a really long time, with the exception of Lonnie, because he's a new guy.
Because we don't slap each other when you say stupid shit.
You mean we don't slap you when
Hey,
you say stupid shit?
You say stupid shit, too.
Hold on. I would think I'd have to agree with Justin on this. You say a lot of stupid shit.
That's just my personality, though. I do it on purpose. So
you've been
I don't care.
Lonnie, camera, now.
No,
Moulay
I am a
coming
founding
in.
member of this society.
Moulay coming in.
Get that Kentucky waterfall over here.
Yee yee. Oh, speaking of yee yee.
Speaking of yee.
Jesus. I'll let you tell it.
So
Terrifying.
So Lonnie, we carpooled over here today, and Lonnie came to the apartment to ride over here with me, and we were going down the road. And in my rear view mirror, I see this Chevy pickup coming up behind us, and I can see the wheel on the rear driver's side just.
Oh my god. It was so violent.
If you squint, it's mint.
No, Squint wouldn't fix this.
Well,
it was terrible.
So let's back up a few minutes. So a few minutes prior to this, Lonnie is looking at this little Honda Civic that's in front of us, and he goes, "That tire's flat," and it was flat.
Like, we're talking like it's bubbling out.
It was all like.
Like, it
Like
was
riding
flat,
on the rim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Holy shit, that is flat! I bet it's a chick." It was. So we've already seen one tire, so obviously our minds are on tires, and I see this thing coming up behind us, and it's this like 90s model Chevy pickup truck, and I'm just
Hell
looking
yeah,
at it,
brother.
and literally just
We're talking like it's going a full 20 to 30 degrees outside of the
God.
fender. Like, it was bad.
bad. I don't know how this guy's teeth weren't rattling. Also,
Probably because he didn't have any.
Well, no, it was a teenager, so I'm sure he had teeth.
What color truck was it?
It was like a shitty painted, like this color,
Oh, green.
kind of, like maybe a little bit more blue in it.
Yeah, it was a little more blue.
But yeah,
It was so bad that the point, like when he drove by us, and his exhaust was shaking side to side. Like that's how violent it was.
it was rough. I'm glad you brought that up, Lonnie. Yeah, it was fucking like.
And here's the thing: he had a girl in the passenger seat. And she's probably pissing her pants in terror. She's probably holding on to the oh shit handle.
Or pleasure.
It was like those truck driver TikToks
Oh my god. Anyway, so yeah, it's been it was an interesting ride over here, and then we had to pick up Cody's dumbass because his truck's still broke.
Ford problems.
Shit box.
So yeah, I mean it's I don't know, it's been really quiet this week as far as like headlines and shit go.
Maybe we should take topic suggestions to talk about from chat. See if anybody has anything they might want to suggest.
If anybody has anything that you want to talk about,
Anybody want to start some shit in the chat? Let us know.
Because Justin chose
We're not
violence.
starting some shit. I've already chose violence. I will reach across the
Hey.
table and slap
You don't want to talk
Where
about
the
the C
fuck
word?
is cameraman?
Yeah, the cameraman will find something.
Holy shit! Where is cameraman?
You don't want to talk about. You don't want to talk about the C word.
CIA got
Don't you do it.
So Ian says best episode yet.
him. All
I
right.
mean, I kind of like the way that we're doing it now. Like, to be completely honest, like, I was getting kind of burnt out trying to keep up with everything and trying to stay on topic, and
Made it less fun.
it didn't make it fun.
You have to
This
follow.
is fun.
You have to follow the passion of
Fuck
the
you,
conversation.
Tyler. No, I'm not doing this shit tonight.
We are not talking about the C
Hey,
word.
We're not
I
talking
think
about
we
the
can
C
blame
word.
Joe for this one because he said, "Let's start some shit."
Yeah. Absolutely.
Thanks, Joe.
100% your fault.
I did send them a picture of my regular size koozie holding my
I
not
thought
regular
you were saying
size.
You showed him a picture of your
Lime-A-Rita.
circumcised dick or something.
No, I did send everybody a picture of my regular size
Luckily,
koozie
No.
holding my not
Nobody
regular
can see it
size
in yours.
Lime-A-Rita last night. And I said, I even like my, what was it? What did I say? I even like my, koozie circumcised.
Matt,
You said I
ropes
even like my beer circumcised.
is in the chat.
Aloha from Ascendia.
Matt said, screw it. I'm just going ahead and go. I'll wait on you guys here.
Yeah. That's like, fuck this shit, I'm out. I don't even know where we're at on the
It does.
counter,
It doesn't matter.
and it doesn't matter because this is fun.
One thing, Ian could appreciate your waterfall there because he's a bumfuck Kentucky guy.
Who?
Oh, Wiki.
Oh,
First off, I'm sorry.
Eventually, it would be nice for us to have like multiple cameras, like the Joe Rogan episode, where we can all just like do. You know, whenever somebody starts talking, it just goes to that
I don't
person.
know how that would work.
I don't know. We'd have to have like a camera guy. Be
Hey,
like,
tech
doop,
guy,
doop, doop,
figure
doop,
it out.
doop, doop, doop.
I mean, I could do it. I mean, just to you have to change the scenes basically.
Yeah,
On the
like you'd
map.
have to do it manually.
Yeah, you just
Otherwise, it would be like,
change the scenes just like normal. Just have each camera a different scene, and you just
Yeah.
switch
We
back and
need
forth.
a second stream deck for that. Just for him.
otherwise it would be like, what is it? The conference call software,
Zoom.
Zoom. Yeah, where it would like Galani would
Go
start
to
talking,
meeting,
it would show
Zoom.
Cody.
I mean, technically, we could all call into the Zoom call.
We have
Justin's
no
mic's
Justin
out.
Mike.
I have. What the fuck?
What the hell?
Hold on.
What in the hell?
It's
Okay.
being aggravating.
Motherfucker.
It's not.
Ropes,
Just
you've missed some serious
shit
monkey
talk.
poo slinging.
Yeah, I mean that's basically all we do anymore. Is
We
just
need, that's what we need. You know what we need? We need a picture of a monkey throwing his poop.
so go out in the yard and take a picture of yourself throwing poop.
Or
That's
just
a
bring
TikTok
salmon
right there.
and have a live stream on salmon. It's the same
Like,
thing.
but no, that would look pretty cool. Like, have a monkey throwing his poop, but like it splatters in the shape of our emblem.
No. Why the fuck? That's almost as bad as elephant poo gin.
No, it's very organized
That's what we talk
podcast,
about.
that
Let's
is
talk
for
about the
sure.
elephant poo gin.
It's just kind of, it's
Kyler,
it's
nobody
holding
cares,
together.
man. It's fun. That's what it
Kyler,
is.
we're literally just having fun now. It doesn't matter anymore.
It's still our libertarian geared.
Tossing it.
Yeah, I
podcast.
mean, obviously, but we just at this
So,
point,
hold on.
I explained this earlier. Like, I was getting burned out trying to stay on topic on like one.
And we still cover topics.
Yeah, we still talk about stuff that's going on. Oh, speaking of which, I do want to note, pull up the Nancy Pelosi video of her reading a poem by Bono.
Oh yeah. But to be fair, if something like serious was actually going on right now, we'd probably be hitting that pretty hard.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, No,
brother.
there's serious
There's
stuff going
serious
on.
stuff going on, but
it's still the same old, same old.
The same old, same old. Like,
Right. So to be fair, I don't really like Jen.
bro, just pull it up on YouTube. Open another YouTube tab.
So to be fair, I don't even like.
Go to the other tab and type
What are
in
you
YouTube.
doing, tech guy?
Hey, I'm.
What the?
So Jen, I don't really like Jen anyway.
I don't like Jen at all.
Cody brought some gin over here, and me and Beth mixed it with some Sprite to like sweeten it up, and that was
No,
it tastes
gin
like
is not
straight
super,
acid.
Super great. Seagram's gin is the way to go if you're gonna drink gin.
It was like it tastes like straight acid. Like it didn't taste bad. It was just really strong.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Taste.
Not a fan of the classic lime Truly margarita.
What?
The classic lime, it's just not that good.
It was like a an alcoholic Sprite.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
And I can taste the alcohol in it. That's the other
Yeah.
part that I don't like.
That's like I said. It literally is what it tastes like.
Go for it, Lonnie.
I introduced them. I got this message this morning from Bono. And most of us, we're always, whether we're in Ireland or here or whatever it is, Bono has been a very Irish part of our lives. And he said this. He
Wait,
said,
pause it real quick.
He's saying,
Is Bono Irish?
Bono is Irish.
I didn't know that. I didn't think.
Yeah, he's Irish.
Never mind.
Keep your thoughts to yourself, Joe.
Hey, can we hold on, pause that. I'm gonna say this, and I know how ironic it is at this particular moment, but you request pauses more than anybody else
This is true.
to make dumb statements. I've already threatened you once.
He's gonna spray you with a spray bottle.
You know what? Go get the spray bottle filled up with water. Bring it over here. 'cause
Hold
the
on.
next time-
Hold on.
No, I don't want mold in my
As
house.
the tech man, there's
That's
too many
probably-
electronics
that's
here.
probably not a safe
Let's
idea.
not do that.
First off, the relevant electronics are over there.
I mean, I feel like
my
your mic's
So
kinda
I'm gonna bring up
Mike's gonna be
Kyler's
fine.
comment here in a minute. Let's watch this.
he drove out the snakes with his prayers, but that's not all it takes. For the smoke symbolizes an evil that arises and hides in your heart as it breaks. And the evil risen from the darkness that lives in some men, but in sorrow and fear, that's when saints can appear. To drive out those old snakes once again. And they struggle for us to be free from the psycho in this human family. Ireland's sorrow and pain is now the Ukraine, and St. Patrick's name is now Zelensky.
Well, it was going good, but then it turned dumb.
Well, you like that, Father?
Okay, shut this shit off.
Ugh.
First off, I hate that woman's fucking voice.
Because every time she talks, you can hear her gum just going.
Second off, somebody take the alcohol from her.
My favorite part of
or
that
give
was
her
when she
more.
finished reading, she goes, "How about that?"
How about that? What the fuck? What is this bullshit? So, Kyler said, thought of the day, honey is bee throw up. Rethinking things. He makes mead. Kyler makes mead. He's rethinking that because of bee throw up.
That's pretty much what honey is.
It's
I
not-
quite like bee throw up.
But it's not the same as making gin from elephant shit. Literal shit.
Look, I saw that thumbnail, and I was like, "Fuck this! I'm not even going down that path."
I had to be like, okay,
Okay.
I need to know.
No, so did you
At
see
first-
the video?
Hold on. At first, I thought it was that he was taking the undigested stuff out of the elephant poo and like cleaning it and then mashing it and boiling it.
No, it was just all together.
No,
just taking
he was
straight
just
poo.
fucking taking straight poo and making gin out of it. Like, motherfucker, no.
See, this is why I say gin is ass.
Okay, so did you
First
notice
off,
when
that
he had,
gin is literal ass.
did you notice when he had the glass? It had like little something floating around in it.
Yeah, it had little dung pellets in
It's
it.
called fecal matter.
It's like, I'm like, was that fecal matter or like little corn or
First off, elephants don't eat corn.
It was a joke, Lonnie.
That wasn't good.
Joke.
Second off, he's not even like distilling it. He's taking base gin and putting elephant shit in it.
And they're just fermenting it.
No, he's infusing elephant shit into base gin.
So it's not really actually like
It's not sterile.
It's
gin.
not even made from the stuff.
So it's not poop gin. It's just gin with poop in it.
Correct.
It's a flavoring. It's an additive.
No. Bad.
I didn't say it was good.
Not only that, but that video literally showed elephant shitting, and I was not here for it.
They have really wrinkly buttholes.
First off, I don't give a fuck about their butthole. I don't want to see anything shitting.
Like, imagine if one like sat on you. You go straight up that sucker.
That has happened. I've seen a video.
Like, I don't
Yeah,
wanna see
and
this
Jim
video
Carrey was
now.
born fully grown from the vagina of a rhino.
I think it was actually the asshole, but same difference.
No, that was definitely
Potato.
no. That's not how that works.
No, one is definitely exit. The other is enter.
Okay,
That's not always the
so
case.
on this note, because we've went to vagina and butthole being the same somehow. Potato. No, fuck off.
Welcome to Embers of Liberty After Dark.
Let's go to the fact
Go to our
that
Patreon.
let's go to the fact that Leah person Shim won the national swimming
The
championship.
guy that got first place in the women's swimming
Hold on,
deal.
I was getting there.
Damn it,
Why you
Joe.
guys steal my thunder all the time? I'm
Well,
gonna
I don't
fucking
care anymore,
slap you
Justin.
tonight.
Joe ruined it. Move on.
So
Ruin it.
Next topic.
you
Go.
did.
Keep going. Shh. Go. Keep going.
My
So
name's Jeff.
like this 6'4" man who was 432nd amongst male swimmers won the women's national championship
Shocker.
because he believes he's a woman.
Hey, have you seen that video? Call me sir one more time.
You know what? Yes, I have. And that guy can also go fuck himself.
He probably does. That's why he thinks he's a her.
Fair. So anyway, there's a picture of the top three on the
That's what
podium.
I was trying to look up.
There's just
Lonnie,
a
if you'll
huge-
if
just
you'll
a
pull
huge
that up.
bulge.
And
Just
the third
Google
place
image
chick
search
from
it.
Texas is not happy.
Bro!
Oh, chill. It's fine.
Who did you say it was again?
Leah, Lia. And I don't know the last name, but national champion. Just images. Should be able to see the podium.
Hold on, I got you.
Oh, snap. And they protested. Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah. So the second place and third place placers, and I guess the fourth place person,
Yeah.
they all stood down on the third place podium all together for a photo op and left the first place guy, the dude, up there by himself.
The one with all three of them right there. Yep, that one. Pull that up big.
Oh yeah, she was pissed.
Like, we need to see this big time. So we can show the viewership.
What did you type in?
Interwebs are having issues right now.
Is the interwebs being unreliable again?
Oh, hell. Control plus that shit.
Yeah, just yeah.
Okay, so if you take a look at this photo, you will see the young lady from Texas who is visibly pissed the fuck off. You will also see a 6'4" man with estrogen-induced titties, a tucked willy, a tucked willy, and long hair.
And an Adam's apple Hercules would be proud of.
Correct. Because, you know, he's a man.
Pure male specimen.
Like, I'm sorry, but this is fucking for the... Okay, so the same people that are all pro-woman...
What do you guys say about this? Like...
Are all for this? Like...
If you are, you're an idiot.
Dude, that's a fucking man.
Yeah.
It's literally a man.
And like he said, that's actually a pretty good specimen of a man as far as him being a man.
Until you see the estrogen shot.
I'm saying
titties.
I'm saying pre.
So what's interesting, they say that they give the estrogen to it hinders the testosterone to a level that's woman-like.
No,
it's not even true. Not even close.
Mm-mm.
Even if you take estrogen as a man, your body will still produce estrogen or testosterone at a level that's
which is
way higher than any woman.
Which is why men go into women's sports and fucking dominate.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, put a woman in...
Not only that...
You know what? To start a woman as quarterback in the NFL...
Destroyed.
No, and tell me how long that woman gets to retain the starting job.
No, not quarterback, lineman. I want a lineman.
No.
Linebacker.
No. He's talking, put them in a position that takes hits, but not every down. Like, a quarterback is a position to where you're going to get hands put on you, but it's not every single play. And just see the difference.
Also, just the ability to get the ball down the field.
Yeah.
Where, a male quarterback would be chucking the ball 50, 60 yards downfield.
There are exceptions. There's a few women out there that can...
Well, yeah, of course. There's exceptions to every rule.
You know what I mean?
But you know what? This ain't a fucking exception to the rule.
No.
This is why men and women have different sports.
Right. I mean, you can see, like, he is a big old boy.
Well, this is
6'4".
And I would say that, okay, this is an exception, but if you look at all the stories where it involves this, it's always the same outcome.
Yeah,
Why
the
is
man
that?
dominates.
Why is that? Because
men are physically dominant when it comes to athletic activities.
It's not sexist. That's truth.
It's just the fact of the matter.
It's the science.
Our bone structure and our muscle structure is completely different for a reason.
And that is like pre-birth. Like, that is ingrained to your DNA. You were
It's
a
your
man.
Genes. I mean, you can't.
You were a man.
You can't change it. Men are genetically more. They're stronger. They're more physically able.
They're typically faster.
Faster, stronger. I mean, all around. They're taller. They're bigger. More muscle mass typically. I mean, it's for a reason. It's not.
And it's not that women can't be those things, because they can.
But
I've
if you go
seen
head
some
to head-
fucking jacked women.
Yeah. But I mean, if you do an apples to apples comparison, they're not on the same level. 9 times out of 10, it's just not. It's by design.
99 times out of 100.
Yeah. I mean, it's
like, I don't think there's a swimmer on the planet that would be able to beat that guy. The second and third place finishers are Olympic silver medalists.
Yeah.
Okay, and so to be honest, though, he only finished, and this is how bad he actually sucks at swimming.
He's 456th.
But he still only beat them by just over a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these are
because he's a mediocre male athlete.
But what I'm saying is the male numbers are going to be significantly better than women.
Just to prove this point, there was a guy who joined female track team in high school. He broke state records in the female division, and he
was a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was only like a few tenths off of like the Olympic record in the same sport for females in high school.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that shows you how much these guys actually suck. because men's numbers are usually way higher than women because they're men, and that just shows you how much they suck when they can barely even hold on to that.
That's like the guy who went in the Olympics and joined the weightlifting.
Yeah.
He was a sub-average weightlifter, went into the female division, dominated.
Yep.
Until he blew out his nutsack or something like that.
So what I think, but what about that? What about that one?
You're a woman now.
What about the UFC fighter that literally cracked that woman's skull?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a
Alan Fox.
recurring issue. And
why is it okay?
That's the thing, it's fucking not.
Well, I mean, we know that, but I'm saying, why do everybody...
These female athletes think it's not okay. So...
I don't understand why people who are not involved in the sport have any say what the sport does.
I don't see how people who aren't involved in the sport think that this is fucking
Why
fair.
don't they take a vote of the athletes who are involved?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like-
because that's the way, because, it's the people who aren't participating that agree to this. The people
Yeah,
who
but then
make the rules.
But then the mob will kick in and they'll say, "Oh, well, all the athletes agreed not to have transgender athletes in their sport." They'll be
Okay.
like, "Well, this sport is just transphobic."
Meanwhile-
the mob will kick in.
Okay.
Meanwhile, in China...
But what I'm saying is they'll lose, like everybody that supports them. Then, as far as companies, will have to pull out.
Yeah,
and
but
they'll
also,
lose
you know what
their
else
funding.
is? You know what else is another option to that? You implement it anyways, and then all your athletes say, "Fuck this! I don't want to participate because guess what? I know I'm going to lose."
Yeah, it crashes anyway.
So then you're going to have subpar athletes competing, or you're just going to get flooded by all these guys saying they're women, and then it's just going to be the same fucking thing.
You know how to
Nobody
fix
wants
this?
watch it.
Allow transgender people to compete in sports, but have their own.
No,
A
you know what they
transgender
should
league.
do?
Yes.
Transgender league. Yeah.
You know what they should do? They should keep the rules the same, and then allow women that if they want to, they can participate like in theirs, like you're saying. Like if they think they have a chance to beat a guy who thinks he's a girl, or a girl who thinks she's a guy, let them do it that way. I mean, you don't need to change what is designated for a certain gender.
The thing is that none of this is okay. And to pretend that it is fucking ludicrous.
It's a mental problem.
Yeah.
It's not even that it's a mental problem. It is literally a woke culture problem. Like, no, there's not really... Like, I think America and Britain are the only two countries that have shit like this going on.
Yeah.
And I don't even think Britain is tolerating it as much as America has. Like,
It's ridiculous. It makes no sense.
and like I said, meanwhile in China, they're raising men to be men.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man.
They're also killing Uyghur Muslims, but that's beside the point.
They also were killing, girls off.
Yeah.
But they did protest. The swimmers did protest.
So anyway,
There's-
I mean,
there-
it's,
all of them except for the man are sitting down on the third podium in one picture, for huddled together for a group picture, and they left him up there by himself. You can see it like
yeah, because those are the three. Send the link to the Discord so that Lana can pull it up. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna go take a leak. Be right back.
after a moment from our sponsors. Patriot Power Greens.
On camera.
Hello.
The waterfall. The Moulet, as you call it.
The Moulet.
The Moulet is the sponsor.
Oh, I should have
Danny.
opened this earlier.
Oh, man. Probably hasn't fired up Discord in 3 weeks.
Dang it. There we go. Put it in general.
Damn it, Joe. You had one job.
Steven.
Not yet.
Let's go to generally. Put
There
it
it goes.
there.
There it goes.
Open link.
I was just trying to see if I can go.
Oh God. Oh, this is great.
I'm a fan of that Texas chick. She's pretty cute.
Yeah, your wife is in the other room, right?
It don't matter. She'll be like, she'll tell me, be like, oh yeah, that guy's cute.
So, anyway, here's what we were talking about. Yeah, get fucked.
Yeah.
That's what that means. Get fucked.
Can you see the burning rage in his eyes?
No, he don't care.
I can see that he's super pleased with himself because he beat women.
So easy.
No, you can tell that he's not happy about it because he knows. He knows deep down inside.
That's so transphobic.
He knows deep down inside that he has a physical
That's so
advantage.
transphobic. You bigots.
Piss off.
Smell like failure.
So anyway, yeah, I mean, I do second your opinion though that chick from Texas is low-key cute.
She's pretty good looking.
She's pretty cute. She's pretty cute. Unfortunately, she's way too young for me.
How old is she?
She's no more than
She's in
22.
college.
She's in college.
Oh, okay. At least she's legal. At least we're saying she's cute. And she's legal.
Well, yeah, no. We don't do that. Okay? We don't do that here.
What was my quote before we started the show? Let's not say it because
No.
we may get flagged.
No.
For that.
Bad Joe. Oh, holy fucking shit. Where did Cody go?
I don't know. He's
Oh, he went
lost.
to the bathroom. So, you got those two things, and I just, you know, fuck!
Justin, do you need some mind-numbing substances?
I already told you, I woke up this morning and I chose violence.
We need to like have a day where we go to one of those like rage rooms. And literally we just sit back and watch Justin go because I'm feeling he will use all of our money. Like just to watch Justin rage would be worth all of us paying to get in
Bro,
there.
You know what
I
I
am 1,000%
You know what I would
in.
pay for? This would be better for me. Rent up like an octagon and have you two suit up in a sparring match.
I'd do it.
You get your ass kicked.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
And I would record it, put it on live stream.
And then we can have fucking, like, highlight reel.
Fight Club.
I'd do it.
I do it too.
You're all out of my weight class, so I'll sit on the sideline.
Might have to wait till I get insurance though, because I don't have insurance.
I mean, I'm not going to hurt you.
You're not gonna kill you.
Actually, you know what? You might want to get that insurance first.
I feel like I missed something.
You did.
Yeah.
Oh,
great idea.
so we probably are planning to actually go to a rage room and film Justin rage inside of a rage room. You know, one of those rooms where it's like full of like glass and
Just breakable
like,
shit.
breakable stuff. Like we're all going to pay to go in there, but we're like it's going to be worth it just to watch Justin just rage on shit.
I'm in.
The sad thing is like, I probably wouldn't be any fun to watch because I don't really get.
No, what we're going to do is really hype you up before we go in there. We're going to give you like 2 Red Bulls.
A bunch of random bullshit.
No,
just to get
you've got to do.
So
some
yeah, we all
really
meet here.
Stupid
so that way I
shit.
can talk. Because it'd probably be in Huntsville. We all meet here so that way I can talk all the way to Huntsville while Justin's downing like 2 of the big Red Bulls.
Give me Monsters.
Or Monsters, whatever. You know,
Or
big
beer.
energy drinks.
Beer's good too.
Beer.
How about Red Bull shots?
Joe?
Joe Bad beer.
We even make Justin a shirt and be like, Joe makes me this way.
We're gonna have our own individual shirts on the store.
And then I'll just say, I say stupid shit.
Yes.
Mine's gonna be Mole.
Moulet.
And then Coach, well, roll tide, I guess.
No, because Cody's not an Alabama fan.
No, doesn't matter. Cody's gonna be shitbox. I need a ride.
Right here.
Truck's broke.
It's gonna be
Who's
a
picking me up?
hitchhiker's
No,
thumb.
Cody's
Hitchhiker's
just
thumb.
going to be a hitchhiker thumb with who's picking me up.
And then Justin's will be, I will fucking cut you.
That's accurate. That's fair.
Or I woke up and chose violence. One of the two.
Yeah, there you go.
You could actually have a whole slew of shirts, to be honest.
No,
Or
it could literally just be
what
like,
the fuck?
No, just like the whole shirt is nothing but
All
like
the different quotes. It's all the different quotes, and it's in the shape of the tethered flag.
There you go. But it's all
What
just
the
like
fuck?
Justin,
I chose violence. I will cut you.
No, it's just like Justin, like, you know, when he gets mad, he just starts saying like a plethora of cuss words. He's just like,
That's an accurate statement. I mean, but here's the thing: like, even the guys at work know that I have no filter.
oh, I know.
Like, what's up, dude?
I'm not gonna lie, that was probably the best moment of the night. You just came in, gave everybody the eye, walked straight out.
He's so cute. He just does stuff sometimes. We're just like, dang it. I'm glad I'm his dad.
If you're not aware, how old's Bryson now? 4?
He's about to be 5 this year.
So Joe's almost 5-year-old just walked in here randomly
with his
a sippy cup, sat it down on the desk, said thank you, and went back to his bedroom.
Which I'm assuming it means that either he wants more, but it's like almost halfway full, so I don't know why he wants more.
Yeah, he's got plenty in
Unless
there.
he wants something different.
I mean, he sat it next to the empty alcohol containers.
He wants a shot.
Hook me up, Dad.
Let's fill him up some Truly.
It's nickel shot night.
For a quarter, they gave me this many.
Were you at O'Halligan's last night?
Officer, I'm not as thick as you drunk I am.
Swear to drunk I'm not God.
Oh my god. So this nut's fun. And the thing is like, I really feel like
He set that down and it moved like an avid. Like, you just slid across the table.
what the fuck are we doing, guys?
We have one viewer on my thing.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we have one viewer because we are fucking random tonight.
We had to fill the gaps. There's not a lot of news.
There's really not. There's nothing.
not.
There's literally nothing
Jesus.
going on.
Well, there is stuff going on, but it's just the same old same
It's the
old,
same
man.
old shit, and I'm
You know
tired of
what?
talking about
You
it.
know what? Move. There's a piece of ice stuck to the bottom of it. It was skating.
What the hell?
In the hell? Mango chili?
That was good.
It is.
Yeah, it was pretty delightful.
Ooh, damn.
I like Lonnie more than you.
Probst,
Don't
yeah,
worry,
dude.
I'll take a drink.
Probst is the only
spit
one
it
still
into your
watching
mouth.
this.
I'm on my
You know what? I need to know where cameraman is.
He's probably
Pissing
driving
me
to
off.
my house.
He's gonna knock on the door. Hey, I showed up for the podcast.
So, guys.
Yes, and he will promptly be met with bullets.
Cha-chang, motherfucker.
I'll finish this one. I'll try it.
I'm trying to open the Discord up so I can send him a message and be like,
Oh, I'll
"Yo."
do it. I got it open.
Yeah, just shoot a message into the Discord and be like, is he
cameraman.
on?
He's showing away, but there.
Fucking ridiculous, dude.
The fuck are you?
Anyway, Probst, I hope you're enjoying this because we're having a blast. I mean, this is like my favorite night of the week is just hanging out with the dudes and talking shit about our government and politics.
So I do have conspiracy corner stuff. We can go on to that.
Do you?
I do.
Oh,
Project Blue Book. We're going to talk about Project Blue Book.
Hold on, real quick. I also want to point out something we didn't talk about last week was something that I had mentioned to you. It was mainly directed towards you. I mentioned it in our group chat. But talking about
Continue.
Biden, where he signed the bill for the control of the cryptocurrency. Remember?
Yeah, well, so I didn't really look into that a whole lot.
Maybe we can look into it and just kind of do a little.
Yeah, while
dissection,
Joe's doing
analyze
his
it on the
conspiracy
fly.
corner stuff, I'll look into that. But it's time for Probst's favorite time of the night. It's time for Joe's conspiracy corner. I couldn't see the fucking button, man.
So unorganized that we can't even hit the buttons.
Are you gonna blow your puff?
When it gets dark, I can't see it. What the fuck? No, I'm not gonna blow my. Yeah, I am.
All right. Oh, there you go.
It's fucking water vapor.
He's adding to the atmosphere, man. Come on.
Yeah, dude.
You can't smell anyways.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, you can't breathe.
Motherfucker.
All right.
Continue.
So tonight is Project Blue Book. Have y'all heard of Project Blue Book?
Yep, watched it.
I watched the. I've been watching the show. But have you heard of the actual Project Blue Book?
Yep.
Have you, Cody?
Enlighten us.
All right. So Project Blue Book was a code name for the systematic study of unidentified flying objects by the United States Air Force from March 1952 to its termination on December 17, 1969. The project, headquartered at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Ohio, was initially directed by Captain Edward J. Ruppelt and followed projects of similar nature such as Project Sign, established in 1947, and Project Grudge in 1948. Project Blue Book had two goals, namely to determine if UFOs were a threat to national security and to scientifically analyze UFO-related data. Let's pause for a minute. To determine if UFOs were a threat to national security. Not to determine if they were real. So it's like really subliminally there, they're saying, oh no, they're real. We're just trying to figure out if they're a threat. At least to me. That's how I take that. So, thousands of UFO reports were collected, analyzed, and filed as a result of the Condon Report, which concluded that the study of UFOs was unlikely to yield major scientific discoveries. In a review of the report by the National Academy of Sciences, Project Blue Book was terminated in 1969. The Air Force supplies the following summary of its investigations. No UFO reported, investigated, and evaluated by the by the Air Force was ever an indication of threat to our national security. What you laughing at?
You can't say United States.
You're like UFO, U.S. Air Force.
There is no evidence submitted to or discovered by the Air Force that sightings categorized as unidentified represented technological developments or principles beyond the range of modern scientific knowledge. And there was no evidence indicating that sightings categorized as unidentified were extraterrestrial vehicles. However, though, if you watch the TV show, the doctor that was a real guy, he...
Doctor Who?
I don't remember his
No,
name.
not Doctor Who, a different doctor.
He's looking.
I don't remember the guy.
I'm talking about the show Doctor Who. I'm talking about the show Doctor Who.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, Joe.
Wow!
Joe was like sort of hot.
Who? What?
This is why we can't have nice things.
Failure.
All right, I'm going on camera, Joe.
Let's see.
Jesus.
Hey, hold on. Do my Joe face.
Are you gonna continue or are you fucking stumped?
I'm trying to figure out who the guy was.
Use English words.
So there was a professor or doctor of something or whatever he was.
He could have been
Scientist.
a professor and a doctor, and also
Whatever
a
he
scientist.
was.
Yeah, you know, like the greatest doctor in the world, Dr. Joe Biden. Who's also
I was
not
gonna
to
go Dr.
science.
Seuss. Sorry. Thought that was the greatest doctor in the world.
No. The greatest doctor of all time is
But in the
definitely
show,
Dr. Joe Biden.
listen up. In the show, they make it look like the government is trying to suppress everybody's UFO reports. Right?
Yes, because that creates viewers. Much like Ancient
the
Aliens
hell?
tries to depict.
What you looking at?
That's a symbol in USA. It's toilet paper.
Yes, yes, Cody, that is toilet paper.
No, how do you
Wow.
assemble toilet paper?
What do you wipe your ass with? Toilet paper. I never knew.
He does live with Ronnie. He does live with Ronnie. It could be corn cob.
It could be.
Sometimes you gotta use a sock. Sometimes you gotta use your shoe. You never know, man.
Whoa!
Jesus Christ.
This is not.
What
Embers
fucking
of Liberty
Great
after
Depression
dark.
era bullshit
Dark.
are you living in?
You need some
COVID
toilet paper.
was rough, bro.
I'll buy you some. Jesus.
You just like take a dump and like drag your butt across the grass like a dog.
No, because then I'd never get up.
That's fucking fair.
It's like do your legs even bend that way?
Look, here's Embers of Liberty podcast. Here's us.
We're way off in left field right now. Are you done?
I mean, yeah. It's just, I kind of was hoping this was spark some talk on this, but no, you're obviously not interested. So.
All right, I'm done. Well,
take us off the green flashy.
This has been Joe's Conspiracy Corner.
All right. No, seriously, I was trying to I figured that was gonna say maybe
not USA.
That's what USA is. USA. You dumb son of a gun.
Why the fuck? No, both of you, shut the fuck up.
Oh my God.
I can't take it anymore.
Hey, Justin, you want to be at my house next week?
So, Joe, you're fired. Cody, you're fired. Me and Lonnie are taking over. We're going to do Embers of Liberty now, and you guys can do Joe's Conspiracy Corner.
Moulet taking
Have
over.
fun.
Cody's like, Cody's topic is, where is USA?
Where is USA? And where
why
do
they
babies come from?
And why do they have our flag?
I can't believe y'all never heard USA called USA.
No.
So,
we're educated.
We've literally scared off all of our viewers.
First off, we may... You know what? Who the fuck cares?
I care.
the video's gonna get pulled anyways.
Yeah. Joe said something
Thanks
about
to
COVID.
Joe and his fucking coronavirus vaccine misinformation.
Damn it, Joe.
Even Probst said Ascendia doesn't need this.
Yeah,
Blaring
even
through the
Probst
channels.
was like, yep, I'm out. I'm done. I'm out of here. So long. See you later. So, as far as the Joe Biden executive order on cryptocurrency, there's not a whole lot to unpack there. It's mainly just a study. He just wants to know more about it. But ultimately, it's probably going to lead towards a U.S. dollar coin, like a legit U.S. dollar coin.
Yeah, I knew it was their trying to get their foot in the door of making their form of a cryptocurrency. But also,
Probst says he's still here. So
Probst will go through the trenches with us.
well, our viewers are not showing correctly then.
Probst is literally the only guy who's just like, I don't give a fuck what's happening. I'm here for it.
And that's why you're getting
Lonnie,
that cup.
Sometime in the next 3 to 6 months.
Or years. Might be years.
It's on
Don't
back
know.
order, man. I don't know what to tell you.
We're-
Supply chain issues. Blame Biden.
Dude, there's so many orders coming in, you wouldn't believe it.
I wish.
Yeah, I wish too.
Hey, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to make y'all sound better here.
Hey, listen, man. Nobody in their right mind listens to this and says, These guys are on top of it.
Not this episode, especially.
Now, maybe previous episodes, but like if you listen to the Rittenhouse episode, you know how we are.
Oh, Rittenhouse, like we literally
you
just let
listened to
loose.
last
That was-
week, you know how we are.
But still, I feel like we let the most loose on that Rittenhouse episode.
Oh, you know, Rittenhouse was no bars held, go, have fun. End of the year last year was pretty close.
They've been talking about a USD.
To me, what's the
coin
point
for
in a
long time,
US
but the fact
dollar
is that
crypto?
they
Because it's going to be
will
based on the
never
dollar,
ruin
right?
the crypto market.
So
Like what is that one
so
that
it's a move to a cashless society, which is bad
Which-
for everyone.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Did y'all see it was back probably 2 weeks ago when I mentioned about what they were proposing in Great Britain?
Yeah, repeat that. I
So-
remember it, but I don't remember exactly.
So basically, Great Britain is proposing a cashless society. Basically, they're proposing an idea of a token system. Basically, the government and your employer can control this digital currency on basically what you spend it on. So essentially, like, it's like a coupon, right? Like, so, okay, you've had 2 burgers this week. We don't want you to have any more burgers.
That sounds like fucking communism.
Yeah.
So here's where it gets really, really tricky, and there was a deep dive on it that I was watching, and it gets a little more sketchy than that. So they're
It
proposing
gets
this
more
idea-
fucky than that?
Yes.
Holy fuck.
So basically, they're proposing this idea, and they're saying, like, what the thought is that the thought is that COVID, where they're proposing these vaccine passports, is a way to enroll the citizens into this system, because in order to get this vaccine passport, they give you a digital ID number, right? So everybody has to have this passport in order to function in society. So you get this vaccine ID number.
So like a Mark of the Beast kind of deal. Yeah,
I'm literally not.
Like you have basically, if you don't take the vaccine, you can't buy, sell, eat.
So they
Unless
give
you're growing your
they
own
give you
stuff.
this ID number, so the government already has you on file. They have your ID. They're going through it.
Right.
They already have that, right? So basically, once they get to that point, they are then they'll be able to easily transfer that into the digital currency. But the reason people are thinking this is because one of the guys who is over, they're talking about, like, you know, how they're controlling everything digitally. The guy that's on the chair of Twitter in Great Britain was part of a Great Britain military brigade, I think the 57th Brigade, which specializes in digital warfare. And he now left that from the army and is now in Twitter. And he's like the one that's head of the department to push, like, he also is working with the government. He's like a liaison for the government, working towards all this stuff. Really weird. A lot of weird connections.
Interesting.
A lot of weird connections.
Let me, where's my handbook? Where's my copy of 1984?
Yep.
That's the fucking handbook now. Like, it's, you know what?
Then they'll implement the social credit score on top of that.
Up there it is. Let's see. Yep, it's fucking in there. That's the handbook. You know, the thing is like the purpose of cryptocurrency is to get away from government control.
Right. So, not gonna lie, I don't partake in the crypto. I think the idea of it's kind of mute, to be honest.
So
hold on. Just let me play this out.
Yeah.
So, heard about people doing crypto. I'm like, kind of bleh, whatever. You know, people can do what they want.
Oh, I wish they could see that.
We need to do a green screen recording of him just doing.
But so I actually watched a video where they went to the full extent and explained like an in-depth, the process of like Bitcoin especially. That's kind of what they were talking about. I know not all crypto's the same, but essentially formed on the same basis, right?
It works on the same general concept. There's a ledger and nodes all over the world verify transactions.
You have a wallet. You can only access the wallet. You can only receive or give if you have the wallet information.
Correct. And the wallets are extremely hard to just guess. They're like 35 digits long.
Right. So, like, I watched this video on it, and I was like, okay, I can see how people think this is useful. Me personally, I'm still not on the bandwagon, but I do see the idea behind why people are wanting to move over to that.
Well, so welcome to Justin's Financial Corner, where the rules are made up and nothing makes sense.
All right.
So,
you mean like how all of a sudden crypto just literally just went psh in the middle of the night the other night?
So here's the thing with crypto.
Oh, Probst has been commenting like crazy.
That's true as well, Probst. It's not necessarily about guessing the wallet address. It's about the password. There's a lot that goes into crypto. But Dixie Rebel Chick, welcome. I don't know where Grand Bay is.
Is that one of your people, Cody? Dixie Rebel Chick?
I don't know, maybe.
Don't know.
Dixie, how did you hear about our podcast? I feel like she's been here.
I don't think so.
I've not seen that name.
I've never seen
Dixie,
that name.
tell us about yourself. How did you hear about the podcast?
You don't have to tell us about yourself.
I mean, I'm not saying tell us about yourself. I don't need to know your hobbies. Just like you said from Grand Bay. Where's Grand Bay?
I have no fucking clue.
That's what I'm saying. Like I need
yeah.
where are you from? You don't have to tell your real name. Just where you from? How'd you hear about the show? That's all.
So Probst is continuing on my chain of thought here.
And welcome.
Mobile County?
Oh, yeah, she's from Mobile.
That might be one of Probst's people.
Could be. Probst, are you sharing us around? Like a good patron? So...
We knew you deserved that cup and pig.
That you'll get in 3 to 6 months, give or take. Fucking Biden, supply chain. Anyway, so... That sounded like a older child coughing. So, anyway... You could have said that out loud. Yes, the mango chili is
I didn't want to distract your thought.
fucking fire.
It's good.
That's gone now. He lost train of thought.
So.
Beer. See?
Oh, shit.
Why are you just now talking to us?
Yeah, for real. You're the kind of people that we need.
Oh.
Anywho. So the blockchain is the real tech behind all of this, right? It's faster and more effective than like the Visa network and credit cards and all that stuff. Like credit cards are only capable of processing like a few thousand transactions per minute. The blockchain, it's like
it's
instant.
It's seconds. Yeah.
It processes everything.
Scan the QR code. You say.
Oh, I invited Dixie Rebel Chick from. You're from Alabama Libertarians page. I invited her. I remember now.
Sure. I don't know. I'm banned from that page because I dared to call the chair of the Alabama Libertarian Party a blue-haired feminazi. So.
It's because she is.
Agreed. Yes. The last time I checked, libertarians value free speech. So,
yeah.
Fuck me, right? Anywho, well, welcome, Candace. Super glad you're here. Sorry we don't remember.
It's been a minute.
It's been a hot minute, so. Probst, you know what? I keep getting distracted from what I'm saying. Probst, again, following my chain of thought, it's about a digital ledger, but it's also super fast. It's capable of processing more transactions in a shorter period of time than the standard payment methods. Like, you know, with a bank, if you make an ACH transaction on a Friday night, it's not going to come out of your account until Monday or Tuesday.
Right.
With the ledgers, it's instant.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things. Crypto is it's a weird community because there's so many shit coins out there. And that's the part that throws a lot of people off. Like when you're looking at stable coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum, their prices are relatively stable, right? But then you get into like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu and SafeMoon and all these other coins that are just absolute dog shit. Like all they are is pumping up schemes for somebody to get rich quick, right? And for a lot of people with Doge, it worked because Doge happened right around the same time as the GameStop thing happened.
Yeah.
And granted, the GameStop thing is still going on, but the Doge thing is not. It's over. It's at like 11 cents. Granted, it's way higher than it was when it started, and it's not really coming down, but it hit a high of like 71 cents, which is insane. Because, and the thing that you need to understand, like Bitcoin has a very finite supply. Right, that's why it's worth $42,000.
Well, finite.
It's 41,000.
Finite as far as, but there is more to be found.
No, the supply is the supply.
No. I'm saying like
there's
what's
so
available versus what is
so
out there.
In circulation has nothing to do with the supply.
Yeah, Probe's got it though. The key is to focus on coins with greater market cap.
Yes. So like your stable coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum, there are finite amounts. Ethereum is not so much finite as it is that they keep the supply more limited, right? So with Bitcoin, there will never be more Bitcoin than currently exists right now.
Right.
Ever.
So like, but what I was saying was like.
So you're talking, what you're talking about is the circulating supply.
Right. What can currently be traded or...
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the finite amount of Bitcoin that will ever exist.
That's available.
That's it. And that is the circulating supply plus what's still not mined.
Right.
Now, granted, and a lot of people think that mining is like finding Bitcoin. It's really not. Mining is really you're part of the network that's solving pieces of the ledger.
Right.
And your reward for solving pieces of the ledger is
amount of Bitcoin.
A small amount of Bitcoin.
Found, the less you're rewarded for going through, right?
Right. So there's these things called mining pools where like people like me and you that have a gaming PC, we could mine Bitcoin. I actually mined like $250 worth of Ethereum last year. It's one of those things where if you don't have a lot of GPUs or an ASIC rig, you're not going to benefit from mining Bitcoin or Ethereum. Yeah. Really. I mean, it took me like 8 months to mine $250 worth of Bitcoin. Or not Bitcoin, but Ethereum. So what Matt said, mining is solving complex algorithms. Right. It's solving part of the algorithm for the blockchain transactions. So, and your reward is a piece of the Bitcoin.
But there is like a substantial amount of Bitcoin available. Like they said, if all of it was found, right, it equates to a certain amount that like everyone, even if everyone on Earth had Bitcoin, right, it would still come out to, set amount.
Oh, I will tell you.
Or, Matt, you can invest in companies that mine Bitcoin.
So there is a circulating supply of 18,925,000 Bitcoin. The supply limit is 21 million Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So that is the total supply is 21 million. There will never be more. There will never be less.
Right. But the good thing about Bitcoin, what I was saying is like, they said that like the actual Bitcoin can be segmented into smaller amounts. You know, one Bitcoin is not all there is. It can be segmented into different parts. And that's what I was saying, like, as far as like, if everyone had a segment on the entire Earth,
Yeah.
it would still be equivalent to
It
said
would
U.S. dollar amount, right?
Right. It would still be a fraction of $41,000.
Right. So everyone could still have Bitcoin, but it would still be usable.
Right. So the way that Bitcoin works is like if you buy $10 worth of Bitcoin, you get like 0.000001
Right.
Bitcoin. Right.
So it can be segmented. It's not just one Bitcoin is all you can have.
No.
You can
It's like a dollar could be broken into cents.
Yeah.
Right. But it takes it further
But
because
it
there's
also
so
goes-
little.
But it also goes further than like the U.S. dollar. It can be segmented even further, right?
Yes, that's what I just
That's
said.
That's the
it can be
point.
segmented to like the millionths or
Right.
whatever.
That's why
So,
why people are all about it, because even though you may not be able to have as
So I'm just
much,
gonna call
you
her.
can still.
I'm just gonna call it Rebel. She said, "What about grid failure? Is that a concern from the China-owned access to several of the non-U.S. power grid hubs?" That's why it took me so long to invest in Bitcoin, because the idea for me is, if there's grid failure,
share away, Dixie. Share away. Dixie's probably a better name than Rebel.
Oh, that's true. But that's kind of what kept me out of Bitcoin and cryptos
Yeah,
for so
share
long.
the link, share it away.
Because they don't actually have any real world value unless value is put on them.
What? What? No, what did you say?
I said, like cryptos don't actually have any real world value unless people give it value.
Correct. It's just like an NFT. Like
Yeah.
NFTs only have value because people think
Essentially,
they
that's
have
anything
value.
in life.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's like this only has value because I was willing to pay for it.
Right.
So, I mean, Probst, grid failure is and isn't a problem. And the reason that it is and it isn't is because if we have a grid failure here and there's no energy here and all you have is Bitcoin, you can't spend Bitcoin without power.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it requires energy. So
There's no physical.
there's no physical Bitcoin. You can't like
Yeah,
go to the
Bitcoin
bank
only
and,
holds value while we have power and the
correct.
grid.
So anyway, now as far as the market at large goes, the Fed did raise interest rates this week by 0.25%. Not much. It's not near enough to combat inflation. It's something that really needs to be taken care of, but it's just not happening right now. They're slow rolling it. And I understand why they're slow rolling it, but they need to get a move on. Because honestly, inflation's killing me right now. Like I was living comfortably.
Yeah. Same.
And now it's just like,
Horrible.
holy shit.
Like you go to the store and you just buy like a basic little amount of groceries and you're spending like $100.
Yeah, I spent $130 at Walmart.
Yeah, I spent just
And-
over 100 today, and it was nothing.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I got some chicken, some ground beef, some taco seasoning, 2 gallons of milk, 18 eggs.
Something for maybe 2 weeks, if that.
No, I didn't even get 2 weeks worth.
Right.
Like I got enough for this week.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's one of those things. And so Probst says there had to be a worldwide government or a permanent worldwide grid failure to stop Bitcoin. And yes, that's true. The problem is that for people who use Bitcoin, a grid failure in their locality would be enough to cripple
yeah,
them.
so if there was a grid failure here in the United States, everyone in the United States,
yeah.
unless you went elsewhere to
I mean,
access power.
that's why a cashless society is a bad idea, and it's all part of this whole
But
great reset
Dixie actually
idea.
makes a good point. You know, if you can barter a good or a service or said
Yeah, for
resource,
sure.
that's going to be crucial.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
if
why-
you
that's
have a
why
grid
for
failure,
me-
then you still have something to offer.
That's
Maybe
why
you
for
don't
me-
have anything of physical value, but maybe you can provide a good or a service.
That's why for me, like, I'm not one of those people like that's all about the end of the world that says, like, oh, you need to stock up on gold and silver, because really, when something happens, people aren't gonna give a crap about gold and silver.
That's not necessarily true.
I'm saying
gold and silver
first,
are
maybe.
useful
I'm saying
elements.
at first, they
you
might.
think about back in history, back in Africa, they had salt mines, and salt was way more valuable than gold.
but it was
salt.
You gotta think.
I mean, you
those
have to
people,
think it's whatever people see as value.
But those people were
But it was
conditioned to that, though. They were used to that. See, we're going from like sitting in front of your TV to we're back in the dark ages. You know what I mean? So people would not have the mindset of, oh, hey, my money's not worth anything, or gold and silver's not worth anything. But eventually, you've seen Book of Eli, right?
Yeah.
Where like he's not paying people with money; he's giving people like gloves, shoes.
So what I'm saying is, I'm not.
Yes, but it's about the other people and what they assign value to.
Right.
It's
That's
not.
what I'm saying. There's something going to be physical or a
I'm
service.
saying there
that
would
is
still be
physical.
some people that will take gold, silver.
Well,
and
that's what I'm
precious
saying.
stuff.
Gold and silver is a lot more valuable than having cryptocurrency. If there's no internet, there's no power.
For sure.
I mean,
it's at least something you can say. Oh, I have silver.
you
Will you
want-
take that?
if
And
you're
maybe someone's
looking, if you're looking to restart society and get grids back online, gold and silver are great options, because gold's a great conductor of electricity, for one. It has a lot of useful properties that even after a cataclysmic event, a lot of people would still know that, right? And it's one of those things where you can start the rebuilding process because you have the knowledge of these elements that are useful.
Right.
And not
So
only that,
it would
but
be
if
a
someone-
great store of value.
But not only that, if someone has built some sort of a society, a post-apocalyptic society, and they have like a pretty large amount of people staying there, what if they have a big stockpile of gold and silver? Well, guess what? They can make their own currency in that area.
And I agree with that. Like, in some systems, it would work. I feel like on a wide scale, though, it might not work.
But you have to also think, too, you're saying, like, now, if we're going back to the Dark Ages, well, what did they do back in history? Gold and silver was huge back in the day.
Right.
So
Because it was pretty.
they may revert back to history and say, oh, gold and silver has value. It's held value for years.
I mean,
Thousands.
But there will. I'm saying.
Probst literally just said
Right.
it's been a store of wealth for thousands of years,
Right.
and it has.
I like Dixie's mentality.
No, and I think that's something that adds to it, but I think gold and silver, for sure, like Probst said, it will maintain a value. Now, it may not be as high of a value as it's been, but it will maintain some sort of a value that's probably a lot higher than other things.
Right.
Whiskey would be very valuable.
And it very well
I mean,
could be.
alcohol is always going to be something that
People
people will
always want to
trade
get
for.
drunk to forget their problems.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, now that they're kind of getting rid of all this Russian vodka, I kind of want to just go buy some from these places that aren't getting rid of it, and just like holding on to it.
Now, see, that's where you're wrong, because Russian vodka has a track record of being very shitty.
Like
But the
most
point
things
is,
from
some people will
Russia.
be like, "Wow, like I haven't seen Russian vodka in years."
I think the only good thing that ever came out of Russia was the Kalashnikov.
That's
the
true.
part the
That's a
point that I'm
fucking
getting at with
gun.
that though is it'd be the what do you call it? The novelty of Russian vodka.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Somebody will. Just like,
So-
do you care about a Dodgers first baseman trading card?
No, I don't, because
Exactly,
it doesn't
but
hold any
some-
value to me.
But somebody does.
Nobody on this planet is going to be like, I want me some Russian whiskey or Russian vodka.
Somebody may.
Putting value in that and not seeing value in that and not seeing value in NFTs is splitting hairs, sir.
No, because vodka is still a physical commodity.
Apply ointment to burned area.
No, that's not even related.
No, it is related, because you've made the point that NFTs are stupid so many times, and now you're saying that Russian vodka is going to be a store of value.
It's gonna be funny in a couple of years. When people
Nobody
say,
is
like,
going
oh,
to give a flying
we can't
fuck
find
about Russian vodka.
It's gonna be funny in a couple of years when we can find
Russian vodka is always
anywhere.
shitty, dude.
To some people.
to most people that drink vodka.
I don't like vodka at all.
Like, dude. So, NFTs are one of those things where you really have to understand that it's not just pictures, right? It's a lot more than just pictures. Dixie says they'll trade petrol for booze.
Yes.
Also,
I don't know if I'll do that. I don't know.
Also, if you're smart enough, you can just make your own fuel from booze.
Yeah. You don't even have to make it from booze. You can make a gasifier out of, wood.
So, she also says invest in a fishing kayak. No gas required. So, there's something that we didn't talk about. We're gonna go away from the financial realm now because we're venturing into the NFT territory, and I honestly don't feel like fucking arguing with you about it.
We only have 15 minutes. We can't kill each other in 15 minutes.
We don't have to fucking call it at 10:30.
What? He's breaking the rules?
Dude, at this point, I'm just having fun. That's all I care about. So something that I didn't mention in the rapid fire headlines was that the Space Foundation censored Yuri Gagarin, who's the first person to go into space. Why? Because he's Russian. I'm sorry, what the... You know what? Okay, so first off, Facebook temporarily decided to allow calls for violence against Russian citizens.
Yeah.
Which is funny because they fucking banned Donald Trump over January 6th. Right? But you... So now we're okay with violence.
It's only to fit their what they're pushing is their narrative.
Also, this guy, super important figure in space exploration, fuck that guy because he's Russian. So now the first satellite's not going to be Sputnik anymore. They're literally rewriting history now because Russia did a bad thing.
Did you know that the mustard museum took out the Russian mustard?
The list goes on and on. They banned Russian cats from the cat federation. Like they no longer will accept them.
And what was it? The Canadian guy that invented that one food. It was like a Russian name for the food. He decided to not name it that anymore. Yeah. I'm like, bro, you were Putin is just like he is shaking.
The thing is like,
you know what it is?
Vladimir Putin's looking at the West and going like,
okay,
good.
Okay, comrade. I'm still waging war in Ukraine.
You know, and it comes down to one simple thing. It's all virtue signaling.
Wait.
No, we're not going there. We are not going there, Justin.
Wait.
No, shut your computer.
We have to.
No.
We have to.
Don't go there. Don't go there, Justin. Don't go there. No, she's a good viewer. We're not going there. We're not going there.
I need it.
We're not going there, Justin.
The Earth is round.
I like her.
I went there. I don't care. If you believe that the Earth is flat, I'm sorry. It just ain't. 100% what? The Earth is round or the Earth is flat? I really need to know. And you can believe what you want. I don't give a shit. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I do not subscribe to the flat Earth.
Where did you say?
I mean, I've been in a plane. I've been in a plane. You can see the curve of the Earth in a plane. Just saying.
Space is fake.
However,
regardless of what you believe, that's fine.
Now, I will believe that maybe we never actually went to space and that it's all that it's all made up. I'm not saying I believe that and that's what I believe. I'm saying I'm open to that theory that we've never actually been to space. It's just we keep telling people that as a propaganda type situation. What?
Oh,
listen, man.
Christ.
No.
What?
Justin.
No.
Justin, USA.
Goose fraba.
I have literally zero tolerance for the idea that we have not been to space.
Or maybe not space, but the moon.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, we have 1,000% been to the moon.
I'm not on board with the ideology that we haven't been to the moon.
You're not on board with that?
No.
I'm not saying I'm on board with it. I'm just saying I'm open to
I'm not
talking
open
about
to it. There's no discussion about it.
I believe in Jesus. Joe believes in Jesus. I don't know what Lonnie and Cody believe.
I also believe in Jesus. Yes.
I know
So Dixie, you there actually are some verses in the Bible that do mention like the world being hung on nothing, which would kind of signify that it was round and like hanging in space.
We haven't been back to the moon since Walt Disney died. So have we actually ever been to the moon, or was it
China just put a no, shut the fuck up.
It's because the Decepticons, man.
China literally just put a probe on the dark side of the moon a couple of years ago.
Because they know about the crash that happened, and they're there trying to revive, what's his face? I thought you were about to kick me. Stupid. But they don't kick me because there's wires over there, and we may disconnect.
You're talking about the Fallen.
No,
Sentinel Prime was the
Sentinel
Shut
Prime.
the
It's
fuck
Sentinel
up
Prime.
about the Transformers. Nobody gives a shit about those shitty Shia LaBeouf movies.
I do.
Speaking of
I like
which,
Transformers.
did you guys ever see?
A Shia LaBeouf movie that was shitty.
Shut up. The "He Will Not Divide Us" flag, and the war that 4chan waged against that motherfucker.
No.
You're talking about when he was obsessed with just do it.
No. Okay, so you're a Gen Xer. We're all millennials. I don't know if you're a millennial or not. Okay, so we're all millennials.
He still falls in there.
I'm going to try to find this because this is relevant. Just because we were talking about Shia LaBeouf.
What is Gen X even birth time frame? Can't fucking keep up with that shit.
So you were talking about Putin, you know. Putin is going to keep going. Because Putin still has the mushroom in his back pocket. And that's serious. I'm not joking about it. Like, he's still got that. That's still the card that he can play.
Yeah, well, yeah, it certainly is, but that's not the reason why that's not the only reason. If he had nuclear weapons or not, he's still going to be fighting in Ukraine.
Yeah.
Okay,
you know
this
why?
is...
Because he's old school Soviet Russia mindset. That's Russian. That's his view. Soviet Union was the heyday of Russia. He believes it. That's his ideology. He's pushing it.
He wants it back.
I have sent the triggering of Shia to the Discord. Because it is hilarious. And it must be the funny for this week. Now, like I said, Dixie, you can believe what you want to believe. I just don't subscribe to that. You're not doing me any harm by believing that the earth is flat, if that's what you believe.
Hey, we're welcome to all things here.
Except for men competing in women's sports. Fuck that. That's bullshit. And the idea that a man can be a woman and a woman can be a man, because that's also bullshit.
Now, if you want to be a man that looks like a woman, that's your business.
Fair. But you can't rewrite your genetic code. Anyway. Roll that beautiful footage.
Shia LaBeouf is an artist. Welcome to his museum. He brought you such works as watching all of his movies in a theater, back to back, and wearing a paper bag. But now he's ready to unveil his magnum opus.
He will not divide us!
He won't divide us.
Their message from Astoria, Queens, broadcast
Now, this
for the
is
world
about
to see.
Donald
The
Trump,
camera feed will
by
be
the
up
way.
24 hours a day for at least 4 years.
The media called it a triumph, the first great art of the Trump era.
Will not divide us. He will not divide us.
Didn't they
But
just stand that in
unfortunately
that
for
front of that
Shia,
camera?
Paul appreciates art too. They wanted to express themselves on camera as well.
But you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else.
Oh shit! Hold on, we gotta go back. I didn't put it on the screen.
Son of a...
I thought I'd hit the button, but I hit the wrong thing, I guess.
Oh, what that froze out.
Go for it. It's on there
Shia
now.
LaBeouf is an artist.
Oh man, I'm so
Welcome
glad
to
nobody
his museum.
caught that. That would have sucked.
He brought you such works as watching all of his movies in a theater, back to back, and wearing a paper bag.
Sorry about that, Probst.
But now he's ready to unveil his magnum opus.
It used to be in Transformers.
Divide us! He won't divide us.
Their message from Astoria, Queens, broadcast for the world to see. Camera feed will be up 24 hours a day for at least 4 years.
The media called it a triumph, the first great art of the Trump era.
Will not divide us. He will not divide us.
But
And he
unfortunately
didn't,
for Shia,
but you guys did.
Paul appreciates art too, and they wanted to express themselves on camera as well.
But you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you.
Hideo Kojima.
What in the world?
It's the way I fly to you.
Paul had one goal in mind, to take over the exhibit and trigger Shia.
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, but I personally thought it was fantastic. You will not divide us.
By day 2, Shia is getting sick of hearing about Pepe.
Pizzagate is real. Shia LaBeouf is a rich white liberal who doesn't care about the working class. Clearly.
Six hours later.
You will not divide us. Is that a little speaker? Whose speaker is that?
Paul learned that Shia was particularly triggered by Nazi role-playing, so it became a game to make Nazi references while he was on camera.
What's up? Bang bang. Hitler did nothing wrong.
In a rage, he sexually assaulted some dude. Then Sam Hyde showed up.
Teams will not divide us. Teams will not divide us. All right, Shia, you're not a real artist, man. I just want to red pill Shia on the truth about the Holocaust.
Yo, be careful. Be nice out here. Hey, be nice out here. You're surrounded now.
But it all came tumbling down. Off camera, because of a misunderstanding, he assaulted one of his own supporters. The police caught the event, and he was arrested. He was deported back to Los Angeles the next day. Soon after, they also had to put up a fence. A wall, if you will. And now only 5 people at a time can come in, and they are very well vetted. But credit where it's due. Although this was not good art, Shia had created one of the most fascinating things to watch on the internet. And here are a few of the best featured characters. The Milky Bar Pimp.
You know that's hate speech. Milky speech, yes, towards black people. Subliminal racist type of things they do. They try to say that, like, black people are lactose intolerant. Like, just purposely drink milk outside very obnoxiously. How'd you get my phone number? How'd you get my phone number? I haven't given out my phone number. Did you hear that? At the end he said Hitler did nothing wrong. There's so many racist people calling me right now.
AIDS Bjorn.
Bjorn. I don't use the word Nazi lightly. Nazi. Make America fight Nazis again. I love you and I love these people. Fuck off, Nazi.
People started chanting, my wife's son, calling him a cuck.
My son! My wife's son! My wife's son! My wife's son! The guy is standing right behind you, the pedophile.
What's your name?
Brittany Venti. I came there to trigger people, and it was great.
But there are many, many more. It is the single best reality TV show on the internet right now, and it is going on for the next 4 to 8 years.
Hold on, I got one more because this doesn't even cover. So that's the end of that one.
That was fucking gold.
Yeah.
I kind of just want to pull that stream up.
Right?
It doesn't exist anymore.
Oh.
So the next one is in the Discord.
Season 3.
Yeah, it skipped season 2 for some reason. Dude, I think I got a contact high for Members of Liberty. You're welcome. You know, we aim to please.
Yes, full screen.
It's changed. It's an endless series of proxy battles fought by mercenaries and machines. Nanomachines inside their bodies enhance and regulate their ability.
It's Internet Historian.
After defeat on the battlefield of New York and New Mexico, Shia headed to a new hidden location. No more chanting or interaction. This latest exhibit would just be a flag waving arrogantly in front of a camera. There were no landmarks, no scenery, no clues at all to its whereabouts. It would be impossible to find, and nothing could stop the broadcast. Checkmate. And this would allow Shia to act smug for the next 4 to 8 years. That is, unless Pol's agents could find a way to track it down.
And they did.
Challenge accepted. It was to be the greatest game of Capture the Flag ever. Pol began organizing. They set about gathering all the information they could on the local environment, trying to match up cloud, wind patterns, and ambient noise. Because it was a live stream, they could match the time of sunset to quickly discern that the flag was somewhere in the Eastern time zone. That's 2/3 of the country ruled out in one move. Others began looking into intel about Shia's whereabouts, as it was highly likely that he was present for the raising of the flag itself. As time went on, distinct noises could be heard in the background, the croaking of frogs, suggesting water nearby. Then, the second big break. In the distance, just faintly, 2 jet streams. Pol quickly opened a live feed of all of the air traffic across the eastern seaboard, but identifying these 2 lines, amongst all of this, would be a challenge. Meanwhile, social media trackers found this post. At a small town diner in Tennessee, this waitress couldn't help but brag about her run-in with Shia. It was another big break. TMZ also reported that Shia had been seen fly fishing in the area. The search was closing in on Greenville, Tennessee. The hunt was moving much faster now. According to the aviation team, 2 more planes would soon be flying overhead. If they could be spotted on the live stream, Pol would have confirmation. Bingo.
To further narrow down the search area, the aviation team started charting all of the flight paths of spotted planes. But they still needed more information, and as day turned to night, they got it. Pol's Astronomy Division used the constellations to narrow down the angle and rough position of the camera. With this, the flight paths, and some advanced trigonometry, the candidate area had been reduced way down. Further confirmation from weather satellites backed up the claim as an agent was dispatched to the scene. As he drew close, he started honking the horn, while viewers of the live stream gave feedback as it got louder. A few minutes later, target sighted. But he couldn't just head in during broad daylight and risk Shire's wrath. Instead, he had to wait for the cloak of night. In the meanwhile, Pol got to work devising an infiltration strategy. A few hours later, the flag came down, and a MAGA hat and shirt went up. It was a beautiful moment, and it all took place on the live stream. Pol's Central Intelligence Agency had clocked Windu Season 3 in 38 hours and 14 minutes, and poor Shire was divided for a third time. Could he ever recover? Could this be the end? Well, as I was editing this video, there has been an update. The stream has gone down and the MAGA hat and shirt with it, but intel indicates that the flag will be up again soon. A drone was flown over the area, and you can see here that Shire is keeping guard of the flagless pole. In response, Operation Eagle Eye is on standby. The drone carries a sophisticated device. You can see here a MAGA hat, Confederate flag, and bucket. To find out what will happen next, stay tuned for Season 4.
What does KEK mean?
I have no idea. So it's some kind of... the point is that this is what happens when you fuck with nerds.
Oh, KEK is basically a form of LOL.
Sure. I don't know. But anyway, it's a good place to leave tonight is the triggering of Shia.
That was pretty epic funny. I'm not gonna lie. It was great.
Other than the alt-right bullshit that was spread in there, obviously we don't subscribe to that shit, but it was all done just to trigger Shia LaBeouf. It was mainly...
I mean, he got arrested.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got another funny for you. I ran out of gas today. I called my insurance company for roadside assistance, and they totaled my truck.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get home. I was measuring radio frequencies today. My hand still hurts.
Wait, what?
I was measuring radio frequencies today. My hand still hurts.
Were you using your dick?
Radio frequencies. Hurts. Jesus, you're dumb. How are you still alive? I have questions. Important ones.
Yeah, about that post-apocalyptic survival you got going on.
Joe, I want you to stay here.
Well,
why?
Because I hate
it
you.
didn't trigger that. The hurts didn't it makes sense now, but I'm like, okay. I guess it just wasn't that funny.
That's worse than my USA comment, man.
No, that was funny.
Anywho,
failure.
I'm glad that somebody got it. Probst got it.
I mean, I get it now.
No. You didn't get it at the time. Because you suck. Also, because you're...
Stupid!
Oh, 'cause I thought... I did not think you were making, an intelligent joke. I thought you were making, a stupid, perverted joke.
What are you trying to say? You trying to say that I'm
stupid?
Yep.
Also, yes.
Remember, he chose violence today.
I did wake up and choose violence this morning. Now, it's been a real fun show. Like, I kind of feel like this is the way we need to be.
I got another one for you.
I don't want to hear it.
No, it's a mousetrap. It's a mousetrap, and it's an 1882 U.S. patent for a mousetrap.
Yes, it's literally a fucking pistol.
It's a revolver. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Fucking 1880 America was lit.
I was born in the wrong time. Damn
Yeah,
it.
for real. I was born about 100 years too late. Because pistol mousetraps, yes, please. Nothing like getting woke up in the middle of the night by a mousetrap going, pop!
What was that? Bubba's dead.
Where's the fan?
And
The
you
fan
know,
was supposed to be here.
you know that Paul Revere was riding through there with a blunt sticking out of his mouth and a bottle of whiskey in his back pocket.
Highly unlikely.
Why do you gotta make things not fun?
Oh, I don't know. I could ask you the same thing.
Monkey!
Did he
Why
really
would you
just...
think Paul Revere would have a blunt? First of all,
Because it wasn't
The bottle of
illegal back
whiskey?
then?
Maybe.
pipe full of some greenery? Maybe a little bit. I could buy that, but a blunt?
No.
I mean,
why do you have to make things...
Stupid.
Huh? That's a better question.
Because...
Hey, hold on, Cody.
Don't be a dick.
Instantly just shut down.
Oh my God. You know what? I can see why Dixie said that she got a contact high for members of Liberty tonight. We have, I mean, it's been fun. We have been having a lot of fun the last
This is
couple
what
of
happens
weeks.
when we have really no topics to really talk
Yeah,
about.
I mean, but the thing is like, even if we did have topics, it would have divulged
See,
into this.
Probst is always on my side. Probst is always on my
Yeah,
side.
but a blunt? I just don't see that.
Yeah.
They
That's just
did-
because you're not from 1776, man.
Yeah, but how many fucking guys were smoking cigars in 1776?
Was it? It was pipes.
Yeah.
We don't know
Point.
that. There could be
I'm
wrong
much
papers.
more
Check
likely to believe
mate,
that he was
motherfucker.
riding
You know what?
around with a bong than a joint or a blunt. It's just fucking, yeah, dude, the British are like coming.
Hey, man, the British are coming.
Hey man, I don't like the redcoats.
Watch
They're
out.
like all
All right. Toke it up, bro.
the British, dude. Smooth.
You got to remember, Joe, it's 1776 Middle America, not 1996 Compton.
Oh shit. He went there. I don't know. You know what? I can sum this entire episode up with one soundbite.
No, it's the other one.
Oh no, that's
The
pretty
song.
solid.
The what?
The song.
What song?
The song.
That song.
That's not the song I was talking about. I was
This is the whole night right here.
I honestly feel like it's a even split, 50-50 between that one and the button to the right of it, just back and forth all fucking night.
What did I miss? I looked away for 1 second to watch a fucking look at the comments.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Dude, this is on the internet for the entire fucking world to see.
Now all we need to do is get my hand drums over there, put on some Temple of the Dog, and just jam.
What?
Why do you have to ruin something good?
Dude, we were about to leave on a high note.
Stupid.
You don't like Temple of the Dog?
You killed the whole momentum just now.
My vibe's dead.
I thought it was fun.
Smell like failure.
Y'all just have bad taste in music.
You want to stab him or am I?
This coming from a man who literally jams out to Sabaton.
Sabaton is good.
You know what, Joe?
Your definition of
like,
good needs some work.
I feel like you like Nickelback.
No.
Oh, well.
No.
Unfortunately, I have to side with Cody on this one.
No.
And you know who else listens to Nickelback? Communists. And communists, Joe, are not people. Which is why it's okay to throw them out of helicopters.
However, fun fact. Did you know that Nickelback...
I don't think that Dixie understood exactly what she was in for when she showed up tonight. Now, Dixie, if you would give the stream a like, click the bell icon, you'll always be notified when we go live.
It's not normally like
Which,
this crazy left field-ish.
I mean, the past 2 weeks it has been.
Yeah, it's been pretty
But,
pretty
you know,
left-sided.
we
No,
seem
it's
to...
also-
The thing is like, everybody seems to like it more because it's not super serious and it's fun. Like, you can come in here and have a good time just listening to us talk.
Just want to point out, last 2 weeks, I was here. I might have something that Moulet might have something to do with that.
It's all about that Kentucky
It's
waterfall
all
moulet.
about the party, baby.
First off, I am not here for the moulet. I think it's super, super not necessary.
Why? Is a beard necessary? Is short hair
A
necessary?
beard is necessary, yes.
Is short hair necessary?
No, I mean, my hair's not short, but a moulet, that's uncalled for, man.
Why? Under what
just-
grounds?
It's just aggressive.
Hey, you want to get
It's
over
not.
here? Y'all start. Yeah,
You know what it is?
Look,
You
Lonnie
know
wants to
you
get
know
in the
what a
ring.
moulet is?
Lonnie wants to get in the
Hit
ring.
the button again.
Which button?
You said it summed up the show.
This one?
Yeah.
I'm not touching, no.
That's what the moulet
No.
is.
Touch the
It is-
button.
It is touch the button.
Don't make me do it.
Touch the button.
It even came out during that time.
Now, Probe says I think you guys need to find a balance between fun and actually informative news.
Yeah, well,
And
this week was a little dry. It was kind of hard.
It was pretty dry, other than the Ukraine stuff.
Me and Justin were actually talking about this on the drive over. We're like,
Yeah.
kind of sucks. It's a little dry. Don't really know. There's no real structure to it. I mean, we'll just have to go with on the fly. There's a couple of
Yeah.
things we can kind of hit on, but it wasn't really anything we could deep dive into.
No, I mean, the most that we got to deep dive into was the fucking firing squad.
Yeah, and we didn't even know about that.
And
until
drunk
we were
Nancy
here.
Pelosi and the transgender athletes beating the shit out of women at everything. Fuck yeah, Dixie. I'm right there with you. Metallica, Pantera, all that good shit.
I like Joe Diffie.
Get the fuck out. That's like saying Jethro Tull should have won the first heavy metal Grammy.
Okay, so since we squirreled.
By the
back
way,
off of
he
everything,
fucking
went back to
did.
music
He
and
beat
bullshit,
Metallica for it.
So I have to go into this because we said something and then we squirreled and went away from it. But now we're back to music talk. So I have to bring it up.
Oh shit, Probst, I need
And now
to
he's trying to
see
squirrel
this.
me so that we don't
Oh,
get it.
whoa.
Whoa.
That's
anyway.
juicy.
Probst just gave us some spicy information about
Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, Representative D. Twitch.
The Twitch.
So before he gets too involved in that, I have to make a solid point here in the realm of music with an artist that we've talked, not artist, that we've talked about. Your thoughts on this before we get into political stuff again. Is Nickelback the Wish.com version of the Foo Fighters?
absolutely.
Painfully accurate.
That's like that diaper commercial that we played a couple of times early on in the show.
Oh man.
With Wish.com James Hetfield. Hey.
Oh yeah.
The Discord there, Lonnie.
Oh Jesus Christ, that's just terrifying.
Isn't it though?
Why is her eyes already bug-eyed?
Bro, she's like a pug.
She is.
There's titty pics out there somewhere, and I want to find them.
Like, she is hot.
She's
but
not
she's
that
really
hot.
dumb.
Yeah, you're good.
Most people don't really know what capitalism is. Most people don't even know what socialism is. But most people are not capitalists because they don't have capitalist money. They're not billionaires. Sometimes the label doesn't matter as much as just talking about policies. That's easier to understand. Do you think people should...
Okay, I'm pausing this. Fuck the unnecessary zoom in, zoom outs. It's making me nauseous. Give me a vomit.
First off, fuck that bitch. Second off, she does not know what capitalism is.
Yeah, capitalism isn't a physical thing. It's a way of, like, it's
a trade method.
Yeah.
More than anything.
It's a lifestyle.
All right.
It is.
Die because they can't afford insulin. Do you think that fossil fuel CEO should decide whether the planet gets set on fire? Me neither. Unionize your workplace. Start a worker cooperative. If it's too extreme for working people to own the means of production, why is it okay for private billionaires to own the means of production?
Because those billionaires actually own those businesses? Like, it's their business?
Okay.
Everything about that gave me a brain
Whoop. Hold on. First of all, there are companies out there where the employees own the means of production.
It's called an ESOP company.
Polaris is one of those places.
Dynetics was one of those. Up until
And Cody could tell us.
years.
Are Polaris products very good, Cody?
Fuck no.
Listen, if you take Larry out of Polaris, you got a piece of shit.
I just, I
Ask Chrysler how their union went for them. Oh wait, you can't, because Chrysler doesn't exist anymore.
First of all, unions are a completely unnecessary thing now. They are more likely to bankrupt a business by making unrealizable demands
Especially
and
in today's
shutting down
society.
the means of production.
Unions
Back
are about
20 back- no,
how can
no,
I work
back-
less for more money?
Now, if you go back 20, 30, 40 years ago, yeah.
Correct.
But today's society,
before there were a lot
yeah.
of these legislative items that protected the workers, yes, unions were necessary. They're not now.
Like
They
unions
haven't
stemmed from
been for a
times.
long time.
Unions stemmed from times where people were literally getting kicked off the back of trains when they got done with railroads. Like I'm talking like
Yeah.
literally kicked off the back of
Yeah, I
trains.
mean, it was definitely necessary back in the day, but things have changed. Laws have been signed, and
Yeah, it's
You don't need, if somebody kicks you off the back of a train after building the train, you don't need a union to go to court on that company.
no.
the fact that people put any stock into what this dumb bitch has to say boggles my mind.
Yeah.
Like, she single-handedly fucked her district out of getting an Amazon facility that would have employed thousands of people.
Just because she didn't like the way they ran the company.
Well, for one, I think the
It's
people that
because
are in charge
it's
of
not
Amazon
even-
now don't like the way that
It's not
Amazon
even-
is ran.
No, you're giving her too much credit. It's not that she didn't like how they ran the company. She didn't like the company because the company stood for capitalism.
That too, yeah.
I mean, it's a lot bigger than that. The company seeks to participate in a free trade economy.
Yeah.
And she
So,
was like, no.
Now, I do have problems with Amazon. I'm not going to lie. I've got
I think
some
everybody's-
big issues with Amazon and the way that they do things and the way that they have shut down hundreds of companies.
But I think you would also agree that they're well within their right because of the free market.
If people don't want to work there, don't work there.
Well, and that's
Look,
the other
you
thing,
can
though.
have an issue, but still, you can still tolerate that's within their right. They're not doing anything illegal.
Exactly. Arguably, some of it should be illegal.
Yeah, but it's not. So therefore,
The way
they're
that they,
taking full
the
advantage
way
of
that
it.
they treat their workers
Absolute dog shit.
should be illegal.
Yeah, but it's not. So you can't really say anything.
But at the same time, if you live in a right to work state, you don't have to work for them.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I
If
think
you
the
are
way-
working at Amazon and you're not happy, fucking find another job.
simple. It's a simple solution.
They're
to the
out
problem.
there. Because all this job growth that the Biden administration is taking credit for is really just the recovery.
Haven't added a single job since 2019.
And two, though, you have to.
Let me finish my thought real quick.
Okay.
It's just the recovery of jobs that were lost during COVID.
Oh, yeah.
They're not adding new jobs. There's no new jobs been added to the economy since what year, Lonnie?
2019.
Thank you. So it's all a dog and pony show with this government right now. Like, they want to take credit for shit that they're not actually doing. And it's infuriating to people like us because we know that they're not doing anything. But, you know, when they did the survey of people and asked them how likely somebody was to be hospitalized if they got COVID, Democrats replied more than 50%. That they were more than 50% likely to go into the hospital and be put on a ventilator just from catching COVID. You
And
know
it wasn't
how
even 10%,
fucking
was it?
ignorant you have to be to believe that bullshit?
Pretty high.
You literally can't make this shit up. And then the Democrat politicians just feed into it. They just feed into it. Make the Republicans look like dickheads. They make everybody that's not a leftist look like a fucking dickhead that doesn't know anything. Because all they do is they pay their media bullshit puppets to spout bullshit at you.
Literally,
Until you believe it.
The Democratic Party is literally 100% based on virtue signaling.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no
Exactly.
other standing. They have no other base than just that.
I mean, as independents, you know, libertarians are technically independent. Facts are the only thing I care about. Like, if you're not giving me the facts, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear what you fucking have to say. It's like when me and my former best friend stopped being friends, it was because he wouldn't accept that there were facts that he was not acknowledging about systemic racism in America, because it's not legal. Like, you can't be you can't.
No.
It's federally illegal.
Hold on. There is, but in the opposite direction of which
Now
they're
it's the
proposing.
opposite direction, yes.
Yeah.
It's absolutely the opposite direction. Ketanji Brown, whatever her fucking name is, that just got nominated to the Supreme Court. She only got nominated because she's black.
Yeah. Well, you look at colleges.
Affirmative action.
Affirmative
There's
action.
Asians that are not getting into schools like Harvard because they're too smart.
Because they have to meet a quota.
And they have to meet a quota for black kids and Hispanic kids.
Even though it does more harm than good.
It does more harm than good, because once those kids that didn't earn their spot in
They
that
go
school
in, they're
get
more
in,
set up for failure than they are
they
success.
flunk out.
It's horrible.
Not only that, but then you've got, you know, we should forgive student loans. Motherfucker, you took a loan. Pay
You
it back.
signed the dotted line. You signed the dotted line. You knew what you were signing up for.
I mean, if you're...
No one forced you to do it.
I don't want it, but if you're going to cancel my student debt, go for it. Fuck it. I don't care.
One less
But
thing I gotta worry
I'm
about.
willing to pay it, because that's what I signed up for.
It's like if you buy a house, you sign the dotted line to say, I'm going to pay this payment.
Yeah. And if
No
you
one
don't
else
pay
forced
it,
you to do
you
it.
don't have a fucking house no more.
Yeah, it's not rocket science. It's pretty simple stuff.
Speaking of payments on houses, I would highly recommend that everybody in this room and everybody watching this stream watch The Big Short,
Yeah, it's a good one.
because that is where we're headed.
Yeah.
again. A financial collapse.
Oh, yeah.
Like we saw in 2008.
They're talking about stagflation now.
Yeah, absolutely. Stagflation is definitely coming. Thanks, Biden. And the thing is, though, is I can't even really blame Biden because it's not him. He's not there. Like, he is mentally gone. And you can hear it every time he talks. And it's not like Biden wouldn't have done these things, because Biden absolutely would have done these things. In 2020, Barack Obama said, don't underestimate Joe Biden's ability to fuck shit up.
Yep.
And what has he done? He's fucked the entire country.
Yep.
From day one. So
going back to Amazon, though, I was going to mention something.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
If you notice, a lot of people that are complaining about working there, though, are like younger people. You don't really see a lot of like older people.
Now, so I have a friend that worked at an Amazon facility in New Hampshire.
Okay.
And he said it was fucking awful.
Because what I've seen of it in
And
videos...
this dude is a hard worker.
Because like what I've seen of it in videos, I would much rather do that than what I used to do for a living. You know what I mean?
Well, don't they have like
at
when
least
an
there
order
might
comes
probably
in,
air
they have a
conditioning.
timer that's set on their like they have a thing that they have to keep on them. They have to fill the order within a certain amount of time. If
They
not,
time their bathroom breaks. Like, God forbid that you get the runs while you're at work.
Yeah, that part I don't like. But however,
they set a time, like if you order an item, like a furniture item, and you order it with professional assembly, they give them an unreasonable delivery time
on the assembly of it.
and assembly. Like, you've got 45 minutes to get it there, get it assembled, and get back.
Even though it may take 2 hours to assemble the part.
Or it's a two-person job, and they give them like 30 minutes to assemble it, even though it's supposed to be two people and it's just one. Like, Amazon is a shitty company.
But to be fair, how many articles have you seen of workers irritated or workers irate because they're getting fired because they can't do their jobs? Like, most of them are just quitting.
So, Amazon
what I'm saying is
actually,
they put those hard restrictions on them, but are they really applying it? Is what I'm saying.
The problem that Amazon is running into now is that Amazon's hiring and firing practices are so strict that they're about to be out of eligible candidates to actually fill
See, that's
those
what I'm saying.
jobs.
That's what I'm saying.
Because they suck as a fucking company. Now, say what you want. Jeff Bezos is a piece of fucking shit.
Yeah. I'm not trying to defend Amazon. I'm just saying, like, I feel like there's a lot worse things out there.
So here's the thing. Jeff Bezos, and this all ties back to GameStop too. Like, Jeff Bezos used to be a hedge fund guy. He was manager of a hedge fund. He quit the hedge fund, opened his own business selling books online, right? Used books. That's how Amazon started.
Right.
And then he grew it into this thing, and his desire for more and more and more and more just kept shoving all of these businesses underwater. So, like, Amazon would come in and start doing something that another company was doing and do it for cheaper until nobody did business with the other company anymore, and then that company was out of business.
To be fair, that's what Walmart does.
Exactly. So Walmart's a shitty company. Do I buy my groceries somewhere else? No, because Walmart typically is closer and has better
Right
price.
now, can you really afford to?
No. But that's the whole thing. Like, it's this, like, I get where some of these people are coming from, like with the corporate greed stuff. I do get it. Because there are a lot of people who should be making a lot more money than they do that just aren't because of corporate greed. Like, there are companies out there that make enough money year on year to pay their workers more.
Right.
But instead, banks are a perfect example. Banks make a lot of their money on overdraft fees.
I know all about that.
Literally charging you for money that you didn't have, and then they just pocket it.
Yep. Yeah, it was funny. I was overdrafted pretty significantly.
Yeah.
And they kept calling me. You know, I was waiting on my tax return to come in, and they kept calling me. And it's like, I cannot give you money that I do not have. What, do you not understand that?
Yeah.
About that? Like, if you would not charge me $25 for every transaction, like, I would understand if you started out, like, at say $1, then went to like $3. Like if you went up for every transaction, I would understand that. But $25 for every transaction, piss off.
A couple of weeks ago, I had a couple of ACHs that went through that I'd forgotten about, and I ended up paying $108 in overdraft fees. Motherfucker, if I ain't got $5, I damn sure ain't got $36.
Yeah. Probst is right, though.
Probst is right. I was about to get to that.
Simple fact is that the people are to blame. You can't blame a company for doing what it does. You blame the people for supporting it. It's
correct, and that's what a free market is designed for.
What is so hard
exactly
about
what we were talking about earlier?
But the
They're
problem,
not breaking any laws, so I mean, therefore, you really can't be too down their throats because
for example, my company, I don't provide workers' compensation because you have to have so many workers before you're required to have workers' compensation.
Yeah.
It's like 3. You have to have at least 3. Something like that. I don't because, one, I'm a small company. Can't really afford that. You know what I mean? Because it costs money. You know? So, I don't. But now if they made it a law that I had to, it'd be different. I'm not going to do it if I don't have to.
Right. And, I mean, that's the thing about a lot of these companies. They're, Amazon's a prime example. They're not doing anything illegal.
No, they're just a shitty company. And the market should bear that out. The problem is that nobody actually talks about
I guarantee
the shitty way, and there's not a competitor.
Well, and the thing is, I guarantee you a lot of people don't even know.
That's what I'm saying.
Because everyone's ill-informed.
Nobody knows.
That's the biggest problem.
And because nobody knows, there's no competition that's emerging now. And so, again, shameless plug for Amazon, or for GameStop. GameStop has bought these huge fulfillment centers, right? What do you think they're storing in those?
NFTs.
Not video games. Video games don't take up a whole lot of space.
Hardware.
But also on Amazon, you can find stuff like paper towel holders. You can find all kinds of shit on GameStop that you would never think to look at GameStop for. I could have bought my Fitbit on GameStop. Dude, there is such a... And this is the other thing that pisses me off with the GameStop stuff, is that there is such a big transformation coming, and the media that covers anything GameStop related wants to make it look like they're a dying brick and mortar store, even though there's all of this news that's come out about what GameStop is doing. Like their hires, they hired Matt Furlong, who was a former Amazon executive. Like, dude knows how to run a company that's doing more than just video games.
Right.
They've hired so many good people that left jobs that paid probably twice as much as what GameStop's paying them because they believed in something that was about to happen. Could you get that off camera?
I have to get some tissue, man. Chill. Everyone talking about tissue.
There's too much there for it to be nothing. Right? It's just one of those things. The giant fulfillment centers, that's one thing that doesn't make sense for GameStop. Like, why would GameStop be buying huge Amazon-sized fulfillment centers?
With everything going primarily digital. Anyways, yeah.
Because GameStop is aiming to take aim at Amazon. And, you know, it's just one of those things, like, whether you believe it or not, I think that Amazon is on the downturn.
Well, I mean, it's only a matter of time, right?
It's
only a matter of time before Amazon faces a true trademark competitor, right?
Correct.
You got Pepsi, you got Coke. You know what I mean? You always have a competitor that is equal.
Just because Amazon's the first doesn't mean they're going to be the last.
Right. It doesn't mean that they're going to surpass them, but they may be on equal grounds. I mean, that's the thing. You know, it's always, you know, in Tesla, that's another one. There's going to be another one at some point that's going to be on equal grounds.
You look at the big three, you know, Chevy, Ford, Dodge in America, they're all, well, except for Dodge. Dodge is just one of those, because they're
like this.
Dodge is barely American anymore.
Okay, but Dodge has this thing where they're just like, fuck EVs.
Right.
For whatever reason, and that's fine. I don't give a shit. But Chevy and Ford, they're shifting a lot of focus to EVs. Ford is releasing 7 different EVs in Europe next year. There's something there. Just because Tesla does it better than anybody else right now doesn't mean that they're always going to do it better than anybody else. Rivian is another one. They have 0 sales, 0 products, but they have traded stock like they're a publicly traded company. Like, there's some out there that just don't make any fucking sense, but then there's others that do. And then you've got Toyota looking into hydrogen cell technology, which, honestly, if you ask me, that's what they need to be focused on, is the hydrogen cell, because honestly, it's like having fuel, but not really having fuel, because all you're producing is water.
The only thing about hydrogen, it's very unstable.
So
that's the only thing initially on the surface that I see.
Right.
Now, they could clearly, there's a lot more smarter people.
I really suggest that you look into the hydrogen cell technology that Toyota's developing.
Yeah.
Because it kind of puts your mind at ease about all that stuff, because the way that they've designed the containment system for the hydrogen is extremely safe. Like,
I'm not saying that it's not. I'm just saying on the surface, that's number one that you would think of if you know anything about hydrogen.
It's combustible. It's unstable. Yeah.
Right.
It's just one of those things.
Obviously they use it for rocket. They use it for rocket launches. So obviously there is a way to
hydrogen
make it.
and oxygen, man. That's boom, spacecraft.
Right.
So yeah, but Matt, the problem with fucking electric vehicles is the same thing. There's a lack of infrastructure. Our entire economy is based on gas. Like, as far as energy goes, and as far as cars and transportation goes, it's all gas. Probes, that is something that we will definitely look into. But as far as
butt is starting to hurt.
Yeah, mine too. And I mean, honestly, we're like 40 minutes over Tom.
Now time's a problem.
Well, it's almost 11,
I'm ready to go to
15,
bed.
And he's got 2 children, and you've got a child at home. We're the only 2 that don't have kids at home. I've got a kid. You ain't got no kids that we know of.
Confirmed.
There's gonna come a day where Cody just like wakes up to like a phone call. It's like, by the way,
I'm your daughter.
No, it's gonna be like 5 of them. They're gonna be what's that, quintuplets?
Put that evil on me.
They're like,
Don't you wish that evil on me, Ricky
we're your
Bobby?
kids, and we were quintuplets.
Fuck.
Which one's your mom?
Anyway, I mean, it's been really fun tonight, guys.
It's been a good
We should do this again sometime.
Like next
Saturday at 8:30 Central Time.
Yeah.
But
I do have a question. Not related to podcast, kind of related. How the fuck am I getting home?
One of them.
I don't know.
Carrying me home.
Yes, you're gonna sleep in this chair.
I guess you're
I'm not
gonna.
Not
You're
sitting here
gonna
again.
get stepping, buddy.
Cody would like text us at like
No,
6
I'll
o'clock
run
in the
you home,
morning.
Cody.
Made it
I
home.
do want to point out, shout out to Dixie for participating in chat.
Yeah,
Kind of making
for
herself
sure.
known again.
Yeah, Dixie, make sure you're here next Saturday night, 8:30 Central Time. We'd love to have you.
Hopefully, I'm not coughing up a lung every 2 seconds.
Yeah, hopefully, because I might slap you. But anyway, it's been real fun, guys. I'm Justin.
I'm Joe.
I'm Cody.
I'm Lonnie.
Tally ho, lads.